day, this, now I'm getting messages from this so-called HMO that the state of Wisconsin just put me into without my permission. And I don't know if they call it a threat. I don't know what the fuck they doing, but I'm not going. And they talking about, hi Jasmine. Every year, first they were sending me messages. It says, they sent some before, I'm upset. They're talking about black people are diagnosed with cervical cancer. Of course, because you don't want more black people. You steady putting people out there because the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, huh? Don't fucking play with me. Why are they sending me this shit? I don't have to follow their recommendations. I don't have to go and lay up on their motherfucking tables and have them to be all up in between my legs. And they can keep their motherfucking insurance too. I don't have to have it. I don't have to have anything. Straight up. That's why I don't get involved with stuff. I don't get involved with people. I don't appreciate any of that stuff because it's a simple fact that they sent me something on Tuesday, February 18th. Talking about they want to pay me to go to talk about remember when you complete welfare visits you may be able to earn rewards through our healthy rewards program. People so motherfucking sick that they or so broke poverty that they have to go and be diagnosed to be sick so these people can steady get their money. They want money for cancer research and to cure cancer, and the whole time it's just them pulling good things from people's body or doing all kinds of stuff. I don't have to explain this shit, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not getting tired. What I'm doing is getting more information so that I can really fully talk about this shit. And I know that people are gonna find that they don't believe me, but I don't care. I sit here and read it for myself. I'm out here in the public. I don't know who anybody is that stands around me. Nobody. I don't know what they about. I don't know shit about them. All I know is myself. And I know that they sitting out here and they know that they getting this money from somewhere and people can have money. And I guarantee if people have money and they're walking around here with millions and billions of dollars, they wouldn't have all these sick people around here. I guarantee that. I've been in a position where I felt fucked up and knew I was about to get some money and got some money, and it changed my situation because I was able to do something that I had to do. I've been in a situation on Monday, where I didn't know if I didn't have much food to eat. On Tuesday, I felt way better about the situation because I had adequate amount of food. And then I started to menstruate, and I didn't know if my money would be here on motherfucking Tuesday or goddamn Friday. So I would have had to menstruate a whole week hungry. When somebody else is controlling money of somebody else, it's a serious situation. When they are making people sick, when people are hungry and starving and don't understand why. They don't know. As soon as you eat something, then that's fine. But then they go somewhere and they're malnourished and somebody gives them something. And yeah, that's why a lot of times they call them hood rats. You go around and you get different things and you have all this different stuff. And then they say, whatever the reason. No. Ain't no motherfucking way. No, I'm not about to have. They are trying to attack me, my womb, me as a mother in every area, and this is another problem. And I'm gonna add it to the motherfucking litigation. I'm not playing. Don't send me this fucking abusive shit to my phone. They sit here, have all kind of dates messed up, have all kinds of stuff wrong when I call them. They done already told me that the city of Kenosha and other places find out who gets a specific insurance and why. And so these people in Kenosha specifically gonna ask me to go have a cervical cancer screening. They targeting me and choosing me specifically for that, and they already trying to steal my son from me and put me on drugs and try to say try to stop my reproductive me from having children and my womb. They try to chapter 51 me falsely through Gateway Cafe, and with the police, how the police hired a fake social worker that they say doesn't even exist, and they try to act like I was making it up until I told them I had the paperwork with the person's name on it, and then they changed it and said the person don't even exist. These people are in control of that, and whoever is working in them offices in Kenosha or wherever they seem are hating on me. Now they trying to what? You go do it and see how far you get. You go. I don't have to. And you go right ahead and you try to convince people that if something happens to me, you have this recording and all this different stuff. But you know what? That's why they said he reported my videos to showing that I can have bowel movements and that I can bleed, that I'm healthy. They want to completely erase all my videos of not the pictures, but the motherfucking videos showing that I can have regular bowel movements, that I can menstruate, that and they're not touching me. They're not inserting none of that shit up in me and try to lock me up. Oh yeah, I got this. I already know. And I'm not worried. I do not fear them. And I'm not motherfucking afraid. And this is the way that I see it. And this is the way that it is. And they have introduced a whole bunch of stuff my goddamn way. And I have seen it for myself. But one thing I'm not doing is coming up to them, asking them to define me. No, I don't want to be a part of that group. I don't have to be a part of that study. You're not going to violate. Are you trying to commit a felony? I don't have to go and do any of that stuff. I don't have to. How many people don't go to them and they live for hundreds of years? How many of those people don't have to worry about that? These people are attacking me in every way because they know once I get a control over it, they're going to see how to really give birth. They don't want me to fuck around and show people how to really have some motherfucking babies up in here, because they're going to rise up. It's going to be a lot of healthy parents and children out in this motherfucker. The world going to be a better place. They ain't going to be having no more. They're going to have a goddamn problem in hand. They're going to have to really show it, because it's going to be more. They're going to have to, you didn't give me this when I have, why not? How long it's always been like this. You got to pay up for all those. I had 12 children and you fucking drained me for all 12 of my children. You stole my placenta. You probably stole a twin or a triplet, motherfucker. You probably did all kinds of stuff. I know what I'm talking about. And the power that people want to abuse and assume that I have is all mine. The information and the knowledge that I have is all mine. They are not going to continue to try to threaten me and abuse me, because I know about how to stay alive. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. I know that people can be healthy and nutrition and all these different things that they do in childbirth, like cutting a woman open, is making a person basically handicapped, trying to paralyze someone's body so they can't even have bowel movements and proper things to align. Then they have people come there and give birth to babies. They don't even give them vitamins back, and then they say, oh, it's postpartum depression. They call them mental health patients, and they totally kill somebody instead of, it's not postpartum depression. It's literally somebody needs blood in their body, oxygen, all of these things. And so why try to harm me? Because that is, if you one person, you can control a billion. If you say no to me, you believe that you can control a billion people. And how many do you times that by? Why you think that you so slick and you misinterpreted any language that somebody has given you, and you read these books and you let them tell you to be awful to people because this is the way that it's supposed to be. And when someone wants to take care of themselves, get the fuck out their way. Keep doing what you're doing. But when I show up, don't motherfucking stand in my way. And this is why I'm sitting here and a long way from other things to be able to. But you know what? They try to stop me from going in the courthouse. But I let them know I'm not doing it right. I'm going to do this stuff accurately. And I let them know, you cannot stop me from bringing my stuff in here. Also, big ass lawsuit against the courthouse. As soon as I walk in that motherfucker, they wall the courthouse vent just welcomed himself to become mine, all the fuck up on me, held together by goddamn paper clips and rubber bands. Oh, and some older people got some motherfucking lawsuits, I'm sure, too. This whole motherfucking shit. How many people sit up there and they have children and all that different stuff, and they put their children in special education and all? I have it in every single part and capacity. These motherfuckers on bullshit all over the place. I ask valid questions just because. It's not because I call them with intent, but then it's like, okay, I'm talking. They get off the phone. They quit. You want a boxing match? Then how many rounds do you want? Because I'm here. These motherfuckers try to knock me out every time, and they the one that motherfucker, they TKO they goddamn self. Total knockout. Total motherfucking knockout. And they gonna keep trying to total knocking out me. How many times did I have to motherfucking freeze in a goddamn jail cell where I had to tell them that I believe they're trying to give me hypothermia? I had to cover the fucking vents with my own paper. I had to put toothpaste on the fucking paper to cover vents. I had to use pencils that I paid for with shirts and different things to put over the vent because it was literally cold air coming out the motherfucking vents in Racine County Jail. They have heated floors and they were not activated at all. Electric ass motherfucking mattresses and shit. Where somebody say something, they're gonna try to make it seem like it's all in their goddamn imagination. Okay, even if it's something happening here, and I don't mean that I'm mentally ill. The motherfuckers slowly do shit, just little by little torture. The fuck you sending me these text messages for? I don't appreciate that. Every year, 2,000 African Americans are diagnosed with, that's that good. And how the fuck they sit up here? 2,000 African Americans are diagnosed with cervical cancer. If somebody can't tell me that that's genocide and population control, how the fuck 2,000 people every fucking year? And they sit there and they let them. These motherfuckers, it's right here. I'm not bullshitting. This is a serious motherfucking case. As good as motherfucking black people make sports and entertainment, they taking away from a lot of motherfucking people. These motherfuckers don't even know how to read, don't even know how to do things appropriately. They steady on bullshit. Motherfuckers out here with weak ass goddamn bones and every goddamn thing. It's a goddamn problem. Shit. Now's the time to be more goddamn flexible. Fuck this dumbass shit. I'm gonna take care of myself, and I'm gonna make sure, and I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna fear about this shit. 2,000 people, ain't no motherfucking way. Every year, how do you know? How you know next year it's gonna be 2,000 people? The wording is all off, and they know motherfucking well they cannot be dishonest, because when the shit comes and it comes, they're gonna have to tell the truth. This is their research. This is their agenda. This is what they have to have, and they are not. It's not prospective people. They said that it is every motherfucking year. So you telling me every fucking year you done murdered at least 2,000 people in one way or motherfucking another? How many people have motherfucking husbands and wives or girlfriends or boyfriends or family members have walked away from them? And how many people have walked away from their motherfucking selves and have went and given their lives because you motherfuckers said that they had no other choice? Because some people want to continue, they need fertile ground, they have a mission, they need fertile, you know what I'm saying, fertility. And these motherfuckers sit up here and diagnosing people with traumatic motherfucking illnesses. For what reason? They all between them motherfuckers at Aurora Hospital sit up here and motherfucking kick me out of their practice because I was asking questions. They wanted and this was a clinic over there. It's near some railroad tracks in Kenosha. These motherfuckers sit up here. I wasn't even 30 years of age. I'm gonna say something. I want to make sure. They sure do be clean around here, though. I like that. But I'm about to drink some water. I got something to say about how those people give me my fucking hearing aid. This is a Bluetooth earbud though too. Somebody have to call back. They call me. They can call again. Yeah, make sure you call again.
It's either kids or drugs. I mean, like 70, 80 bucks a bit. Pretty close.
Keep this phone in my pocket. It rings.
Yeah,
It's a ringtone. If somebody calls this phone. Shit. It's a pager. It's a phone.
Are you good next Thursday?
I have to eat like 10 oranges a day or something. This kind of stuff I have to eat all through the day. And I plan to because I want to make sure that I want to be healthy, beauty. So I had went to, and I'm telling these people I was jumping around the motherfucking doggy. They were kicking me out for this stupid ass, more stupid as shit. They were just taking from me, kicking me out. I would go to somewhere else, I'll sneak kick out of there. But I went to this doctor, and the woman, and I want to make sure I'm saying the right name. I'm gonna verify it, but it was it's so many people with the same name. But I'm talking about me in particular. So they told me that I had to have a pap smear, but they kicked me out of their practice. They told me I couldn't come there anymore. And people wanted me to poop early in the morning. They wanted my urine for the first thing in the morning. And they say that's when they have most of whatever it is. So when my body is building up all of this stuff from what I've eaten, that like I could call it, I don't know, but it's nutrients. And it's supposed to stay in me and go different places or whatever. And a lot of times that all of that good stuff, all that protein and stuff, it's not really sticking in the body. It's going out of that urine when somebody holds that urine for a while, the first thing in the morning. And that's why it looks dark. A lot of times they try to say if someone has dark urine, that they want to give them antibiotics. And those antibiotics literally erase someone's nutrients, their patterns of their life. It does stuff in a serious way. Just because they might have one urine that was darker, and people like, oh, my urine is dark, I have a problem. Oh, okay, but your urine can be any color. It's showing that you're healthy. So oftentimes water is literally diluting everything in the body that the body needs. That's why so many people are literally unhealthy now, because they're already urinating and the body is already, the food is not all that real. It's not all that healthy and it doesn't always stick. And what is there, fucking diluting and flushing that out. And people believe that they have to, like if someone is having bowel movements and all that different stuff like that, that's a good thing. Look at the bowel movement. The bowel movement isn't always clear, but sometimes I've had clear bowel movements. But when I've had clear bowel movements, somebody might try to tell me that I have some kind of problem or that I'm supposed to be sick because of my bowel movement is like runny or something like that. I've eaten fucking drink apple juice, eating different foods, and it will cause me to have like literally healthy shit, fruits, vegetables, plants, and my bowel will be running. And those people will try to tell me that I'm sick, that I would have to eat bread and rice and things to stop me up instead of cleansing my body and moving my bowels and stuff like that. But anyway, so those people had asked for that for my urine. They wanted me to give them a bowel movement. All these different questions I had. I wasn't even 30 years of age. The shit, I was probably like 26 or something like that. 20, no, was probably 27. Maybe I had to be like 27. And so I had showered, used the hose, cleaned all in my inside, all that different stuff. And I even had my own, went in my own little gown and my own shit, prefer my own stuff. And, but the woman told me that I was no longer a quote unquote patient of theirs, that they kicked me out. But she wanted to still perform the motherfucking pap smear. She wanted to see my vaginal area. She had kicked me out. They sent me the discharge letter and everything. They kicked me out and still wanted me to come there and let them do my pap smear. But she said she was not going to read it, that someone else would have had to read it. So I was just so like trusting. I'm like, and they even said that I had an argument with them too. Because I'm like, y'all on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not even true what y'all accusing me of. Why is it that, and I was scared that I had to believe them. Like, I didn't want to die. I was going through some shit. They were trying to make my dad sick around that time too. What people were trying to, and so I had believed that these people could say or do anything, and I want to make sure that I took care of myself. I did not know that I did not have to go to them for anything. And also at the time, I was even, you know what I'm saying, like with someone. So I could take care of myself. But these people literally told me that I had to come to them, that I had to have a pap smear. And she sit up there and I went through some stuff. And then she's all between my legs and she's like, ugh, it's so dry. I can't get anything from this and all this different stuff. Like, she's just literally so disappointed. And she was just trying to get like something from out of me. But the thing about it is, she was no longer my doctor, but she still performed a pap smear on me. She still asked me to come there, and that person still violated me by having me to come into her office after she had kicked me out of their whole. And she said, like, I couldn't even go to another doctor there, but somebody else was. So why not? Why that person just couldn't do my pap smear then? Why the fuck are you doing it? And you kicked me out literally. I'm keeping this shit motherfucking real. Them motherfuckers was trying to get me on some of every motherfucking thing. I wonder if this is the one. I think no, I think that's the one over there near Kenosha Public Library. It wasn't that one. Uh-uh. So anyway, yeah, I didn't have any abnormal pap smears or anything like that. But that's what I know the most about. I know for a fact, and I remember it like fucking that vividly, like as if it's a fucking motion picture right in front of my face. Of course, the motherfuckers sit up there and did everything they could to literally drain my body because of how wealthy I am, like how enriched I am, how beautiful. Hi, can you tell me exactly where you're located? Okay, but I see the address, but where's what is near your office?
We are in the middle of a neighborhood. Like, where are you calling from? Like, we're right off from Sheridan Road.
Okay.
Where, if you're from Kenosha, they refer to it as where Pepsi Hill is.
Yes. Okay. So I have a question. I was once there. I used to go to your clinic. Can you pull up my information? There are some letters that I need you to send me copies of from there.
What is your phone number?
Oh, it was probably
What is your name?
it's my name is Jasmine Renee Davis. What is your name?
But I need to know what your name is if I'm looking. My name is Lynette, so if I'm looking you up. So,
I didn't. Told you my name.
I'm sorry.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
And what is your date of birth?
June 12th, 1986.
Okay, that's what I have. What kind of letters are you in the live? Do you have the live well chart?
This is something from years ago. It was before 2000. I don't even know. Do you see my account though?
Yeah. Do you live on Buchanan Street?
Oh, that's an address there that you have, but at the time it was 31st Avenue.
Okay. But that's the street that we have you living at now. So
That is not a. You have that as an address. That's a mailing address.
So I don't know how far their charts go because I can give you the medical records department and they can send you whatever it is that they need because we don't do our own medical records here.
So why did you ask me all those questions if you couldn't do anything
Because I didn't know what you were gonna. I didn't know what you needed. It's like something that I can see right now. I don't have any of the information, so
I
don't know
told
that
you
he said
exactly what I needed before you asked me all that identifying
Ma'am,
information.
but
No,
then the
no,
thing
no.
is, okay,
No.
I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna call right back. Look how awful and ugly and mean they are. For what? They know when they see my motherfucking name, them bitches, they have a time and they fight the fuck out of me. You know why? Because them bitches damn near, they fucking, I don't want to say rape, but I'm telling you, them motherfuckers took advantage of me. Hello? And then she pick up the phone and hang it up. What the fuck did I do wrong to her? What did I possibly do wrong? That she now picking up the phone and hanging it up.
Thank you for calling Aurora Healthcare in Kenosha on 35th Street. If you feel this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are
They
calling for a
abuse me
medication
and they're trying to steady murder me, and I'm not having it.
we'll fax your request to your physician's office.
They nosy as hell, breaching privacy, doing all kinds of shit.
Refill, reprocess.
She know exactly, and she want to put that address out there.
997.
She asked me the phone number, and I told her the exact one from back then, and so she couldn't tell me no. No,
Please remain
bitch.
on the line and
Give
your
me
call will be
my
in
stuff.
order received. Thank you
And I know
and
they
have a
got
great day.
ears out here on the street too. It's cold outside. I'm sitting in a public place, minding my own business, not bothering anybody. This is the truth. This is how they do people. Immediately, she picked up the phone and literally hung it up when I called. Talking about, oh, we're in the middle of a neighborhood. Like, where? This is how they answer the phones. This is how they talk. You know why? That's how they're so motherfucking entitled. Them bitches act like they got
All of our
everything
team members
made.
are
Like,
still busy.
so
Please
what,
remain
bitch?
on the
Be
line and
professional.
your call will be
Oh, I don't
answered
have
in
to
the order
answer
it
to
was
you because
received.
why? You
wish
find that you can lynch a motherfucker?
By pressing
Now
1
I got
at
other
this time.
questions too. Because they know what they do. They use it. They put people on drugs. They try to like hypnotize people, try to weaken them up, try to tell them how horrible they are or how much they need them. They try to motherfucking pacify the situation and make it, oh, but you don't know what's best for you, honey. I know what's best. You got to sit down and think about it. This is for your best interest. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're just confused. You know, man, I done been through so much shit and I fight through all that shit. They hate me. And I have literally let them motherfuckers sit there and finesse the shit out of me so many motherfucking times. Not no more. They fucking up. And they been messed up. I take care of myself.
Thank you for your continued patience.
No.
We are currently experiencing heavy call volume.
I'm sure. Cause
Good afternoon, Aurora Health.
Oh, look at this bitch. She hung up the phone right away. That's unprofessional. This bitch want her cameo in motherfucking
Thank you for calling Aurora Healthcare.
They know
in
who the
Kenosha
fuck I
on 30th
am.
Street. If you feel
Aurora
this,
has a goddamn problem in
hang
her
up and
hands.
dial 911. If you are
I'm
calling
all fucking day long. I'ma call. I promise you, this is what I'm doing right now.
Please allow
Motherfucker had to pack a lunch to get motherfucking info. They don't want to give me any of my information.
number is
They literally stopping me from doing everything around here. Them motherfuckers don't let me get none of my stuff. They won't answer my questions. They trying to, and that's why they trying to take me out before I can get any of my shit and prove myself and free my mother. If I don't want to say free, I don't want to say peace, but to own my own self and to prove these motherfuckers trying to make it seem like I'm sick. They steady trying to poison a motherfucker. They out here disguising themselves in every motherfucking thing in the wrong kind of capacity, and it's time that they understand. She's not gonna keep abusing me for what? What could I possibly have said to her that was so that she's just gonna end the call? Bitch, you must be very well of the situation all the way from all that time. And I told her exactly what I want. So she could have been, if she knew that much information, they got all kind of notes about me. You go right ahead. No, you're gonna have all my information.
All of our team members are still busy. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
I
If
didn't
you
even
wish,
tell
you may
her it
leave a
was about
voicemail
anything
message
that would
for
have
our
been under
office
my
by
chart or
pressing
anything
1
like
after.
that. I told her that there's some documents. They're gonna have to send my stuff. Send my stuff. See, I'm thorough and I know what I know. And I don't always have every information, but I have a lot of information that I have to have. Fuck, you got that address, but you still had that other motherfucking phone number, bitch. You trying to put me out there, bitch. That's on that address is on some court documents. No, I ain't about to tell you that's my address so y'all motherfuckers can work in every fucking way and say I'm a resident of Racine. No, bitch, I'm on this shit. Y'all all work together. You getting paid by who? Huh. Okay? I prove this stuff so thoroughly. It's just, it's like that.
Thank you for your continued patience.
No.
We are currently experiencing heavy call volume. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available team member. If you wish, you may leave a voicemail message for our office by pressing 1 at this time.
Why they children like this or why everybody else like that. You want somebody to be born sick and y'all steady doing everything, taking extra blood and doing all kinds of shit. You know how bad, they know how bad they did me. This motherfucking, man, they did me so wrong there. Kicked me out for no reason. Was mean to me. The receptionist, all them. I'm like looking like, what the fuck? I'm literally going to them, and I was a woman that was like, I had got married in a fucking courthouse, and I'm going to them and having them look all between my legs and stuff like that. That shit is unlawful. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was a humiliation to my household, to me. Fuck that. And then them bitches gonna tell me that I couldn't come there. They kicked me out.
All of our team members are still busy. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered in the order it was received. If you wish, you may leave a voicemail message for our office by pressing 1 at this time.
The woman wanted to see between my legs. She went and told me, like she's looking like she's so interested in the way that it's looking. Like, I promise you. So I'm like, what the fuck are they so interested in my vaginal area for? I'm not bullshitting. That bitch wanted to see. She had to see it for herself. I'm not lying. I promise you, that bitch had to see it for herself. She had to see it for herself. That bitch only wanted to look and see what I look like. That bitch, she was foul, man. You're not about to fight me and try to motherfucking get me to, I don't believe you. Fuck that, nope. No. I'm be calling these motherfuckers all goddamn day. No, don't worry about what I work for. I came to you motherfuckers for help. I don't need your help. Too many people run into these motherfuckers and they come back fucked up and they walk around here all fucked up. People gotta go to the outside. And there's so many people that would love to have a healthier household that still gotta live their life. How many people would want people to come around and these motherfuckers causing war? Oh, it looks good, isn't it? It's so dry. It's so dry. I'm sitting up there just smiling and also like real fucked up about the situation.
All of our team members are still busy. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered in the order it was received. If you wish, you may leave a voicemail message for our office by pressing 1 at this time.
Saw everything. Fuck them. work than just for somebody to get on a motherfucking death sentence. Shit, I want to continue to live my life. I be looking at people.
Thank you for your continued patience. We are currently Please remain on the line and your call will be answered by the next available team member. If you wish, you may leave a voicemail message for our office by pressing 1 at the...
I gotta keep this on there because I gotta show if they pick up the phone and end it when they call.
Aurora Healthcare, how can I help you?
May I I'm speaking with, please?
Lynette.
Okay, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm trying to get some information. I have questions to ask, and I have been calling.
Well, the thing is, I had talked to you earlier, and so we don't do medical records here. And so the letters that you're requesting is we would have to send you to the medical records department, and they can get whatever kind of records you need. As far as, like you said, you needed letters, and then you stated that they were far back. So then they would have to get you the number, and they could print them for you and send them to you, or wherever they have to go to.
Well, you're assuming, and you also hung up the phone as I was talking to you as well. And then when I called back, you did.
But the thing is, when you were getting rude with me, I was like, we don't have to talk to people that are that way.
You said I was rude to you?
I answered all your questions. I believe you were.
No, you did not answer all my questions. No, you did not. How was I rude to you? How was I rude to you?
Because you said I already answered that question. Why do you even need to know any of these things? So that's the reason you called here, is because you need me to figure out where these letters are.
No, I did not. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Doesn't matter anyway. Regardless
so how is that rude, though, if I already answered the question? I don't have to keep answering questions.
What kind of records do you need?
First of all, so you're telling me that I cannot call there?
No, you can. I can get you the phone number to medical records.
No. I said that I cannot. You're telling me I cannot call. I have questions to ask you.
Yes. What are your questions?
Because you looked up my account knowing that you could not answer the questions that I did have. Those are not all of my questions.
I looked you up. The first time I looked you up, it was not the same person. That's the reason I had to ask your date of birth, because there was another person by the same name, and then you said no. So that's why I asked you your date of birth. And then I asked you is if you live on Buchanan Street. Well, that's the address that I have in here from whenever you lived at that address. That's the last address that we have for you.
No, I said that's a mailing address. I was trying to explain to you, and you said, and I don't have to explain that to you, but that was not the address that I used when I was there.
But it doesn't matter. But that's the address that's in your chart currently.
But
so I don't
know
where you've been to before that. I don't know when this was added or not added. When this was added, or any other addresses that you've had in the past.
But you still use a phone number that you kept the same phone number that I had though from back then.
The phone number that I have listed for you is 262-452-9357.
And I said another phone number to you.
That's the phone number that is in your chart.
Phone number to you.
The number when I used the phone number you had given me, that was to a different person. That's why I asked you what your date of birth was, because then I found out that wasn't the same person.
Okay, so you have more than one account of mine. What is the date that you are? This bitch just hung up the phone on me. For what? They on some bullshit. Somebody is doing some dumbass shit. No?
Street. If you feel this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are calling for a medication refill, please contact your pharmacy directly. The pharmacy will fax your request to your physician's office. Please allow 48 hours medication refill to be processed. Our fax number is 262-997.
They do that. That's how they are.
All of our team members are currently assisting other callers.
They're horrible to black women. They try to drive black women crazy. They are literally, they want it so bad. Them people have been so fucked up to me. The shit that I found out from Aurora People will be motherfucking surprised. I had looked up in a motherfucking computer on my day. I did some tests. Oh, okay. Don't even trip. They didn't want to be, man, please. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to keep my information from me. And I'm going to ask the fucking questions that I have to ask. That phone number, she never tell me that was the wrong phone number at all. She being dishonest. And she put that phone number out there intentionally and without my consent.
All of our team members are still busy. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered in the order.
A lot of motherfuckers trying to get fired so they can claim unemployment. Them motherfuckers don't want to work. And they talking about DOG. They trying to get that man, all them working together and trying to get that, harm that man. That man got his motherfucking money, first of all. And also, Donald Trump has his motherfucking money. And it doesn't matter what the situation is, these motherfuckers are not working. And I've been going through this shit for a long time. And at what point you won't see a motherfucker snapping the fuck out on these bitches for I want my life? The motherfucker can be hangry and angry and hungry at the same time around this bitch and throw they motherfucking towels into the field when they playing sports and all that shit, because they got money on the game. And they get to scream and yell and holler and do as much as they want. But if I tell them, please, I want my medical records, I want all my stuff, these motherfuckers keep on bushing and then gonna lie to me and say I was being rude to her. Bitch, you sit here pushing the motherfucking envelope. And that's why they keep on trying to prevent me from coming to these places. I have went in as far as calling. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I have called to their boards, the Aurora boards, like the highest up, emailing them. They had some woman named Candy call me back. She have not, black woman, have not called me back since. I have been through so much shit with Aurora. They are murderers. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me. And they still fighting me. And I, no. They want something from me, and I'm not playing these motherfucking games, man.
All of our team members are still busy. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
This shit is awful,
if you wish,
man.
you leave a mail message for our office by pressing 1
They
at
don't even let me get none of my, I can't handle none of my business. They got me, like got it to a way, like they literally want me to talk to them how they, no, I'm not. And that's another thing, like they trying to make me into like some motherfucking minor of theirs, like I'm their kid, like I'm their child. Like, you're not about to control me. You're not about to be up in that office working that job and talking down to me and talking to me like this at every place that I call, though. It does not matter what office I call around here. They all the fucking same. And I don't even know those people. I never even seen them at a motherfucking gathering, a fucking cookout, or nothing. Not a fashion show, nothing. I don't know them motherfuckers, man.
Thank you for your continued patience. We are currently experiencing heavy call volume. Please remain on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available team member. If you wish, you may leave a voicemail message for our office by pressing 1 at this time.
It's ridiculous. Children right now, like young people are the most flexible too right now. They gotta get their exercise. They gotta move and bend and run and jump and flip and bend and do all that stuff now as they are developing.
All of our team members are still busy.
That's why I'm good at a lot of stuff that I do.
Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Children have to be active and get fresh air too. Like this is the same with anybody though. Everybody have to do their body. People have to run and walk and jump and stretch and move and go to high heights and shit. Man, please. It takes all that.
Aurora Healthcare, how can I help you?
Hi, ma'am. So I'm speaking with, please.
Do you want me to just give you the medical records number?
No, I want you to. What's your job and who are you? And I don't know why you're treating this phone call like that, but you're being abusive. And why?
No, I'm going to give you
what's
the
your
number.
Name? What's your name?
Number.
No, that's not what I called about. And you're not going to force me to do anything. That's not what I called the office that I asked for. You didn't even want to describe the office location. What is your name?
We are Aurora on 35th Street.
But what's your name?
My name is Lynette.
Okay, what's your position there?
I'm the only one here. They'll know who I am.
No, I asked you.
I'm a PSR.
What does that mean, PSR?
Patient service rep.
So you're the only one there. So what?
No, I'm just the only one that picked up the phone. So you called and needed medical records. You wanted
that is not what I did not say.
Work.
Medical records. I did not say.
You said you needed letters.
I did not say medical records.
But and you
didn't even hear. No, but you refused to hear what
record.
I said. You refused to hear everything, and you have been ending the phone call, and that is, you have been very, very vulgar toward me, and you're accusing me of being rude to you, in which I can be however I want to be, and you also have been dishonest about the things that I have said, and that is a serious problem.
But ma'am, the phone number that
I'm
you
Jasmine
gave,
Renee Davis, not ma'am. Please do not call me ma'am. I am Jasmine Renee Davis.
No,
you still have no reason?
Well, the first time you called me and you gave me the phone
number. I did not call you. I
called
called to Aurora. I did not call you. I called to the
first time
job
you called
that you
Aurora,
were at.
the phone number that was given to me was not for you. So that's why I asked you what your name was, and then you said, I already told you your name. And then I asked you your date of birth.
That's not how it went. I told you my name at the first part of the call. And you said that you have to have my name in order to talk to me. And I said, I told you my name. That's before I had given the phone number, whatever. Don't try to fuck with my language and my mind. I know how I am. And that is not what was said. And you also, that was the phone number that I used. And you also did not tell me that that was an inaccurate phone number. You also said that, oh, that's not me. Do not go there with me, because I know exactly how this call has been. I know all of the words that I have said to you. And so you were trying to do something at the first very point of the call where I asked you, where are you located? And in the middle of a neighborhood. Like, oh, okay.
We are in the middle of a neighborhood.
And
we are in the middle of
35th
Street.
And I was trying to, and then I had to ask you again, can you be more specific? And so you were like, where are you coming from or whatever? I'm like, why can't you just tell me, what? So you were already like, just not even trying to hear anything that I was saying right when I called you. And I want to know why.
The phone number that you gave to me.
No, I did not ask you about the phone number. That phone number is the phone number. And when I said that there's more than one account for me, you ended the call.
Well, that wasn't the same middle initial either, and it wasn't the same date of birth as the person that I pulled up.
But it was the same Jasmine Davis, but it was the same phone number, right?
No, it was not. Not the one that I have listed in your account. The phone number that you gave me was not the same number.
But the phone number that I gave you, it was for a Jasmine Davis. Okay, so period. So how many Jasmine Davis? So apparently somebody didn't put my full information in there. It's a Jasmine Davis with my phone number, but a different
different date of birth
and a different. So the date of birth probably was entered in. I'm sure it's probably a similar date of birth too.
I don't know, because I would have to go totally back, because I don't know that number right now, so I have to go back into the chart
Well, you can check it out, because that is my phone number that I said to you. So I want to verify
the phone number that's
it.
listed, just a minute, I'm just verifying everything that I have for you. The phone number that is in the chart with your date of birth, the person is, I'm just going to say, we have June 12th, 86. Is that correct?
For what?
For your, I'm just getting your information, just verifying everything is correct.
86 what?
1986.
That's my date of birth.
And then the phone number that we have listed for you, and it is 262-452-9357. That's the phone number that is listed into your chart. Pardon?
I did not know. I did not tell you that.
No, that is the number that is in your chart with the person with the date of birth that matches yours.
And you said the phone number that I said to you, and you do not have
I don't
to repeat
remember
it.
what that phone number is. I don't, because that was in a different chart, so I don't know what that number is currently.
But you said it was the same. It said Jasmine Davis in it, and then when I said it's two, and then that's when you ended the phone call. So apparently you know more about this situation than you want to say.
No, the number.
You all are probably doing some double workings, and you probably have some ghost patients that you are probably seeing, because it's not right what you all are doing.
But if there is, but sometimes when people, that's why I'm asking all your information, just to verify everything. Mm-hmm. And if it's not correct, then somebody could have opened up another chart on you. I don't know anything of just what information you're giving me. So the phone number that you had given me previously, I don't know what that one was.
What kind of chart? You said somebody could have been open. What kind of chart?
These are just like your medical charts. It's just saying, so if you called up and told me your name and somebody put a 4 instead of a 8 in there, they could have opened up a second chart with your name, but the date of birth did not match you.
But what kind of chart is that called? You said
that's what I'm saying. I'm going by the one that's got the date of birth for you and and your name.
But I can't
and
give you
the same
everything.
Middle initial, because you have an R for a middle initial, you told me.
But how is Jasmine Davis with the exact phone number that I said to you?
No, but I don't know what the phone number. I don't have any idea what that. I don't remember the phone number.
I can tell it to you again. I'm gonna say it to you again. Matter of fact, I can say it out loud. No. What? What did you say?
Did you ever live on Buchanan Street in Racine? That's the chart that we have. The one with the chart with your name, your date of birth, is lived on Buchanan Street in Racine at one time.
I told you that is an address, but what does that have to do? I never denied that address ever.
But I'm just saying that's the address that we have listed under your name.
Okay, what are you talking about? What difference does this address? Why are you sticking on subjects that don't even matter to me?
I'm verifying all your information.
And I told you already that I know about that address, but that's not my current address. And I know, but that is not where I told you that this is a mailing address, and I'm not playing around with you.
But that's why I asked you if that's the address that we have listed in your chart.
Okay, and so what? You didn't ask me for an address. You asked me for a phone number.
When we look people up, sometimes we just ask them, what is your phone number? And a lot of times that brings up the people's phone number by the name. Then we verify the other information, like your date of birth, your address, which is the last 4 of your social and things like that. We would ask you those questions.
So what happened when you told me the address then?
Pardon?
What went wrong about the address?
This is the address that is listed with you under your chart. That's the address that we have listed as you.
I clarified that with the address. I just told you a phone number that you were supposed to look up the other account for this other Jasmine Davis with that phone number. And I just told it to you. You said you didn't have it, and I just said it to you.
Okay, and what do
so you're gonna you said that you're gonna look at that Jasmine Davis with that same phone number.
I'm looking up at Jasmine Davis.
With that same phone number I told you.
Yep.
Okay, so that's my account. And from when?
But the thing is, it's a totally different date of birth.
That's a problem. How is it a Jasmine Davis with my same phone number?
I don't know the answer to that one. I don't know why anybody else would even have. I'm looking to see if that's the same address that's listed as that one.
And is it the same time that, is it a current patient of yours or a previous?
They're not a patient of mine. I don't know. I have to look into your chart. If you're calling about regarding
information of somebody that never even been there to your clinic before?
Are you calling regarding yourself?
Yes.
Are you calling about his kid, a daughter, or anything
I am
like that?
Jasmine Renee Davis. I am calling about my own self.
then this is who I have your chart here in front of me. You're open right here.
And you also have another chart of mine that you all have just switched up the date of birth or something.
I didn't. I'm just looking at the person right in front of me, the chart that I have here. If you need to call, and this is all I have right here for you. Is your name, your date of birth, and then your phone number.
Okay, and can you tell me the year that I came there, the time span of when I was at your clinic?
Who would you have seen here at this clinic? Do you know?
You should have all of that information there. I know that stuff is all there. It has to be.
But I'm just looking. I'm trying to. It'd be easier if I knew the name of the doctor that I'm looking for.
It doesn't matter about easier. You are
therapist.
A doctor's office. What do you mean easier? It's thorough.
Because then I can just look up a person's name, like Dr. Lou. Dr. Lou.
Just do the job.
Are you talking about Dr.? You weren't here ever then.
What did you just say?
I'm just Dr. Lou. You did not see Dr. Lou here. He is our ENT doctor. You had appointments here, but you did not come to the appointment.
Who?
I didn't. Was it showing on there? They're canceled or that they were?
When? What's the dates?
In 2018.
Ooh. Hold on now. What date? 2018.
Well, the appointment was 9/4. It was a no-show appointment. Let me see who else there was been here. I don't see any of the other doctors that were at this location.
No, I know exactly where you all are located. I know I was there. There was a gynecologist there. You all, I had literally had tests there. Don't mess around with me.
It was an endocrinologist.
What did you say?
Endocrinologist for like thyroid or like that kind of thing? Is that for endocrinology? Is it one of those doctors?
I did not say that. What are you all up to right now?
I'm asking what kind of doctor, who it was, because then it would be easier. We have 7 different doctors here in this office, so I'm just trying to figure out who it would have you been that you would have seen.
All you have to do is just look up my name, and it will show you who I seen there. How long have you been working at that clinic?
3 years. And
okay,
I'm not seeing anybody. Like, do you have an idea of like when it would have been?
It was. I don't have the exact date, but I know it's that clinic.
Physical therapy. You were here for physical therapy in the past, and that was 2018. There was 18.
Who was there at physical therapy at your clinic? Are you talking about Aurora?
Yes.
No, I was not there at your clinic for physical therapy.
Well, I'm just saying there were dates where I see the names come up for physical therapy, and that was a cancel and a no-show for one of those appointments.
What date is that?
November of 18.
So you can see all these alleged no-shows. But you can't see when I came in there and it's actually seen and you know that
I'm just reading what I can see on my
it's further than 2018. So if you can go back to 2018, you can find my chart. It might be in that other Jasmine Davis chart that you all want to hide some records in, because how things were, you should have there's some stuff there. Please look.
And then there were, that's an 18 again.
For what? For who? What's the name of the doctor?
There was a physical therapy also for that. Was there let me see.
Well, I'm talking about your clinic specifically.
And there was,
Please tell me all the information that you are finding.
Are you looking for, like, what year am I supposed to be looking into?
I want
How
all
far?
of the years at that specific clinic. And I know that I wasn't there for a whole lot of time, so it should be really, you should go right, be able to find exactly my chart. And you all have some other person listed. That is mine. That phone number I told you, that's the phone number that I had during that. That is my phone number. And that's what I wanna see that's the one that's gonna tell you.
So let me see. So back in Dr. Lou was in 2018 were the cancellations for the ENT and the no-show for Dr. Lou, the ENT doctor. We had lab work you did back in 2013.
And what's the address was that at?
Okay, it's 1020 35th Street. And then in 2013, there was a Dr. MODI.
What's the first name?
SNESHA.
What was the lab work in 2013?
What do you mean, what was it?
What was
it was fasting lab work. What was fasting lab work?
What, fasting?
Fasting lab work. And then you saw the doctor back then also.
More than once. I know. What date was that in 2013?
Which, for what?
For that lab work.
I'll find it. One was 11/9 of 13.
13 what?
2013.
Okay, when were the other ones?
Let me just see. When you became her patient, let me see something. You saw this Dr. Modi on January 16th of 2013. You took that's when you became established with her, or him. I'm not sure what it is, a man or a female.
What are the other dates for the appointment?
But I'm going backward. That's the date you saw her for the first time. Then I'm looking now. Then you saw her then on the May 15th.
June 6th or May 15th?
May 15th and 13th.
For what?
An office visit.
It doesn't say about what?
Abdominal pain.
Well, that's what they would say.
Is that all that it says?
And then on October 24th, you came for a physical and a PAP, I guess.
What year was that?
2013.
Now, do you see anything? What happened around that time? Like you said that 11/9 I came there.
And you 11/9 you came in for an appointment.
Who was the PAP with though?
There was supposed to be that same doctor, whoever that Dr. Modi.
Your information is inaccurate. You all have some fraudulent things happening. That all this stuff that you were saying is not adding up accurately.
I'm just reading what you asked me to look at. I'm just looking at the chart. I don't know what happened. I'm not reading into any of the charts. I'm not reading any of the office notes. I'm just reading the appointments.
Okay, but you should see the office notes that happened before. There was an appointment before that, October 24th. There was a problem that happened in that office as well. There were some letters that were sent out. And for you all to word it as abdominal pain and all this other stuff, this is a problem.
Well, I'm just writing. This is the things that I can see in your chart on your appointment desk. What I can see, the appointment that you had scheduled, the appointment that you came to, and the reason why you were here. I don't know anything else about what your lab results were. I don't know if anything like that. I'm just looking at your appointments. I don't look into the other parts.
But you can. That's why I'm asking you.
No, but I don't, because it's not what I do, because I don't want to give any information, because I don't know what I'm exactly reading, and that's why we can give you to the medical records department, and they can give you printouts of everything you need to know.
Was it Dr. Patel there anywhere?
Not that I've seen that anywhere.
Is there a Dr. Patel at your office?
No.
Oh, so you don't know if one was there previously? Because I know, is that Dr. Modi still there?
No. I have no idea who that is or...
Because I was told that the doctor that I had seen was no longer even there not long after I went there. But you see that you can you can go into whatever it is and send stuff out directly from your office if it came from your office.
No, we don't do that any longer. We have medical records department, and they will do it from there.
So since when don't you do that?
Since we just don't do that. We don't go into the charts and do that, because there's a medical records department that does that. Right, I don't know the exact date since that has happened, but it's been since I've been here.
So who sends out the letters?
What the letters that the patients to you? I don't know, depending on what kind of letters they are. The nurses send them out. Sometimes
it's a letter of discharge.
That comes from somebody. Well, depending on what doctor is discharging it, who sends out the letters.
But it comes from your office, right?
If it needs to come from depending on if the doctor's at this office, yes.
Okay, so I received a discharge letter from there. Can you you should see that in your notes.
Like, when would that have been?
That was actually before the pap smear. In 2013.
I don't have one. There was some from Dr. Guybe's office you were dismissed from. Dr. Ray Ammett, or that was one that was sent in 14.
I'm asking for your office.
I don't know who I don't see one specifically from this office. There was other ones.
Ma'am, that is
There was not one sent from 2013.
What year was it sent from? It was. Your dates, you all have some messed up stuff here, and I know I'm honest, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you are not gonna make it seem like I'm not telling the truth. Yes, it was. And for you,
I don't know. I don't see it in this chart. I do not have that in there.
Okay, it must be in that other chart. But how do you have these dates and stuff that I didn't even come? That you all had told me that I could not come to your office.
I just looked in the chart. That's information.
No-show appointments and stuff like that just on my account for 2018 and all that. You reading from other places and then you putting stuff in there. I'm looking at the chart for you, the girl with your date of birth, ma'am. And but you also have my name and my phone number with someone else's date of birth.
Yeah. I don't know anything. I just give you, that's why I asked you, your address and all of those type of things.
What's the name? Who is the owners of your Aurora? What is the full name of Aurora?
Aurora Medical Center. Advocate Aurora Medical Center. Because they were Advocate Aurora Healthcare.
So it's Advocate and Aurora?
Advocate and Aurora merge, and there's another one too. But we just go by Advocate Aurora.
What's the name of that other one?
Advocate Aurora Atrium.
How do you spell that?
Atrium. And that is down in southeast United States. Advocate is in Illinois.
What about Aurora?
Aurora is in Wisconsin. I believe there's some in Illinois also.
Okay, so that person that has that account that you said that's my account, but different date of birth in there. Yeah, I have a problem with that. Because
but it might not be you. It might not be you as a
number, and it's Jasmine Davis.
Yeah.
And so this is where I have a serious problem. Is the date of birth similar to mine?
No.
Yeah, this is a serious problem. Now, you all did send a discharge letter to me from that clinic. You said that you were in the middle of a neighborhood.
1020 35th Street is the address. And
yeah, I have that written down. I know that. But
and there is not a Dr. Patel at this office.
Okay, but as I asked you though, you all have you're withholding information from me though.
What information am I withholding from you?
You said that I was never discharged, that you all did not kick me out of that out of your doctor's office, and you did.
I don't see any of the letters. The doctors that I see here, I don't know if they were dismissal letters, but
dismissals. Yes, it was. What letters do you see then?
They were for maybe Dr. Jacobs' office, Ray, Dr. Ray, Maureen Schmidt, SCHRIMMF.
Go ahead and tell it all. Tell the people.
But that's how you. That's the one that.
I know they're listening.
And then.
Go ahead.
That's how you spell that last name. I don't know.
How do you spell that last name? How is it spelled?
SCHRIMPF. Maureen's the first name.
What kind of doctor is that?
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
What location is that at?
That is on Highway 50.
What's the address there?
As far as I know, it would be the one that's on 104th Avenue. I don't know it doesn't show the name where it came from. It just shows the name that the doctor is the user was the one.
So
that's where that.
What about Dr. Agaibi? Where's that listed at?
He's at the main hospital also.
Okay, what about Dr. Ray, Mr. Ray, and these people?
I don't know where they all are. Agaibi is at the main hospital. I don't know where Dr. Ray is at, which doctor's office that's at.
You said Jacobs, where is that listed?
Office backwood. I don't know where that is either. He's just like a primary doctor also.
And what years were these with Dr. Agaibi?
Looks like it was 2012.
2012?
Mm-hmm.
For Dr. Agaibi?
Uh-huh.
And what about Dr. Jacobs?
Those are all in the same year. I don't know if it was the same letter, but that's just the year that shows from that. Because I'm not actually looking at any letters. I'm just looking at the other notes.
And so, are any of these doctors at the clinic that you are currently at?
I will go and look at everyone.
Can you hold? I have a call. Hello, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Good afternoon. This is Catherine speaking. I'm reaching out today to let you you know about some of the most incredible free benefits that we have this year in the Open Enrollment 2025. If you qualify, and even cash back of up to $250. To verify your eligibility, can you please tell me if you have Part A and B of Medicare?
Why are you asking me that question?
Sorry, you got cut off. I was
No,
asking if you have both Part A
please,
and B of Medicare.
Why are you asking me that question?
I see where you are coming from, but it's really just general information so that I can help you get new benefits, which include dental, vision, hearing, and up to $250 of cash back. So you have both Part A and B of Medicare, correct?
Who is the general? Who is the general? What's the name of the general? Where is the general?
I apologize for any confusion. I'm calling from HealthGuard, and I'm here to provide you with some free information about some great new benefits, including food card, free medication, and cash back up to $250. So can you confirm if you have Part A and B of Medicare?
Why are you asking me that?
Sorry, you got cut off. I was asking if you have both Part A and B of Medicare.
Are you a lawmaker? Hello, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Okay, so do you see any reasons for the discharge from those doctors that you had listed?
No, I just see that the notes on there. What that you were, let me see.
And I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. So did you find any of those that are at your clinic?
None of them are at our clinic that I'm aware of.
So that's what I said. Why did you tell me about those doctors? And I had asked you to only talk to me about the stuff at your clinic. And I had said that to you.
I can tell you anything about any of the clinics, but this is what I see at our clinic.
You can? You can?
I can tell you if you had appointments at other doctors or anything like that, but that's as far as that goes.
What gives you the authority to talk to me about stuff that I asked you not to talk to me about?
Like what?
You just said that you can tell me whatever you can tell me.
I can tell you if you went to see Dr. John Smith in February of 18. I can tell you if that's kind of things. I don't know what happened beyond when you go to those appointments, who you've seen, but you are not, like what I don't see is you have not been here.
How many jobs are you doing right now while you're on this phone talking to me? Who all are you working for right now?
I'm just right for you. That's all I'm doing.
No, you ain't working for me. No, you're not working for me because I told you not to. And also, I'm saying this because it's a reason why you're saying it. And you're going to tell me that you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. But I can tell you whatever. No, but I said do not talk to me about anyone else other than at that specific clinic. And at 10, 20, 35th Street in Kenosha, Wisconsin. But you still talking to me about other clinics. And so you say you can tell me if you want to, right?
I can tell you that you'd missed the appointments that you saw Dr. Lewis at this clinic, that I know that for him. Then you asked me the other doctors. I don't know.
Who? Dr. Lewis who?
He is in the ear, nose, and throat.
And what date was that?
That was... those were the first ones. Those were the ones in 2018.
Okay, but you still have to listen. Okay, hear what I'm saying. You can say something about Dr. Lou, but why are you telling me about the other stuff at other clinics and I asked you not to?
You asked me who you've seen at the different where these the no-shows were at. Ma'am, I don't think I can help you. I don't know exactly what you're needing.
Okay, so if you don't answer my questions and you're doing something, that's fine, but you have a job to do. And so right now you're violating me in many ways. And you're now trying to say that I asked you to tell that information. So you're also doing some accusing and you're violating me on many levels.
You asked me,
laws
I don't know the doctors that you've seen and where you've been to. I don't know that.
You see exactly what clinics they are at.
Yes, I can see right where they're at. Yes, and Dr. Modi is the one doctor that is here.
Did you hear me say to you more than one time, do not talk to me about any other doctors. Only talk to me about the ones that are there at your clinic.
but I don't know where they all for. Like the ones that you asked me about, the letters that you've received, and those, I don't know what their addresses are until I look at them. That's when I was telling you the dates that I have. What I can see that you asked me where you've been dismissals from. So I gave you that information.
That was after.
I don't know exactly where those offices are at. I only asked for the dismissal
for your clinic, for the doctor at your clinic.
I don't know if you received them back in that far back. I don't see those because I'm not looking into your chart. That's why if you contact medical records, if I transfer to medical records, they would be able to tell you all the letters that you received, like from day one. You can ask them about if your two charts that should be combined together, anything. I don't. That's what it is.
But you still know that you can see where those doctors are and if they're at your clinic.
The thing is, when I've been here at this clinic, none of these doctors are here. However, that doesn't mean they've never been here.
Seriously, you
I
know
can see
how
all
conversation
went,
and you mentioned that before. I asked you to clarify those. I asked about the specific doctor, the appointment, and I told you about the date as well. You told me that it was a dismissal letter from 2012. But I told you I'm talking to you about something from 2013.
There is nothing in 2013.
So where did you get all this information about 2013?
You told me 2013. I don't know if it happened in 2013 for you.
You named multiple dates there.
2013?
Yes.
Those are the you've seen in this clinic, yes. And I gave you those dates, the doctor's name.
Okay, and I asked you for the same doctor. I asked you about the same doctors for your clinic, though. I know I did. And this is becoming a problem, and I know I don't have to question about my very nature. I know exactly what I'm saying to you, and I know that you even told me that you if you find that you want to say it, then you go right ahead. But also, that's that I had to do more than one time. Even after I told you, you still did it. You didn't take any precautions, or you didn't do any changes to not make sure that you can do it again. You know, it's a serious thing where you are supposed to be in a position of like legibility and eligibility, and you're putting information out here, and you're supposed to uphold the laws and things like that. But it's like you all want somebody to come to you for what reason? There's no way that you're going to keep having me go to a place like this, and you all are making you're committing all kind of different things, like failing things. This information that you're saying to me, I know that you all had stopped me from coming to your clinic. You sent out a letter. There was also letters of you all had said that I was inappropriate, like it was a problem with your staff and everything. You kicked me out of your clinic. And you don't have a letter, but you tell me about letters from other people. Those people can get their story straight if they want to immediately. But it don't take away from anything, and it don't take away from somebody trying to medicate me so that I can lose it or whatever until you all figure it out, and then it's just all overlook it like nothing ever happened. That's inappropriate, and this is what you all constantly do. When I called you said I was rude to you. You ended the call multiple times. Even when I told you there's two accounts, you ended the call. So you know more than what you're saying.
No, I do. I told you. I don't know if they're the same person, the same account.
Why did you hang up the phone and say it's more than one account? So I didn't even tell you what account that could have been, though, and you hung up the phone on me. Right when I said that. All I can do is probably
if you have copies of your letters or anything, it would be contacted. I can transfer you to medical records, like I said, and they could give you the copies of the letters that you need.
Who else is there anyone else that handle this kind of like questions in your office?
They're good. The medical records, the things like you asked me, like from many of you, we don't look into their charts. team. So we don't look into people's charts. I don't know what your things like that. When I can see, actually, I don't have access or clarity. I don't have I can't not supposed to go to people's charts.
No, what about administration? So what do you mean you're not supposed to go on people's charts?
I don't go on people's charts to see why you were here. I can just see what I've read on what you come for. I can write what was on the point. I have no idea what happens once you go behind the doors. Once you're checked in and checked out, I don't know what you do.
So if I was there for a reason, it could be different from what was there for?
Yeah, if it's you were secure, I don't know what you did when you established care. I have no idea what you were here for that kind of thing. I can see like you were going to come in for physical math, but as far as I know, I don't know what else was on to use that day. If you got a vaccine, if you had a skin check for mold or anything, I have no idea what you're here. It's no appointment made for.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm just using for an example. I just use something that will happen once you leave the front desk and go back into the offices.
Nothing wrong with that I can get darker, that I have capability to be darker in my body.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, I just use an example.
No. Yeah, but you all are going to keep taking away people whose body is trying to develop something, and you keep extracting and taking from. People have freckles, people have moles and all that stuff. And why would I test that?
I don't know.
I have one right on my body.
Ma'am, I need to, if you want any information,
who is the administrator of that building? Who is the administrator of that building?
She's not out today, but I can put you through to her, let me see if I can transfer you to her.
No, I asked you a question. Who is the administrator? I didn't ask you to talk to her.
Her name is Sarah. Ma'am, her name is Sarah. That's all I know. Sarah is her name.
And what's the title of her? Is she the head administrator of that building?
She is the manager of the building, yes.
Well, who is the person that is actually in charge of the whole building?
She oversees the family practice of the clinic.
Right, but I'm talking about the whole building, the whole clinic.
Well, each department has their own, so and especially has their own, and she has got, and now we have Sarah.
And so you said other doctors is physical therapy you mentioned, and
physical therapy, there's a different
organization also. So what did you say?
Physical therapy has their own manager, specialty has their own manager, and then family practice has their own manager.
So what about gynecology?
We don't. They're in a different building.
So in your building, you have physical therapy?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and so what I'm asking you is, why would you tell me about that the person of family practice?
That's the only that we haven't. That's she asked me what my manager was. That's her name.
No, I did not. I did not ask you what your manager was.
Ma'am, I have to. I'm going to contact.
Why are you being so dishonest?
If you to contact medical records, they can help you with whatever kind of letter you need or anything. I can show transfer there.
I get my own notes, but I asked you for the person who is the administrator of that building, not the
and I gave you the answer. I gave it to you. I gave it to you.
Answer.
Sarah is her name.
No, you said that shit. You did not. And I did not ask for your manager. I did not ask. I said who manages the full building. There's a person who manages all of those.
That would be Sarah, because each one of the departments has their own manager.
So why Sarah then? Why?
Pardon?
Why her? No, why her?
Well, I'm kind of don't understand what you're asking. That's her name. Sarah is her name. That's all I can say. Sarah's her name. She's the building. She's the manager.
Who's Sarah's boss? Who's Sarah's manager?
Amanda.
What is
There's
Amanda do?
people above Amanda also, but she's not at this building.
Who does Amanda do?
She is a manager also.
What does she manage?
This building, she manages the family practice here, part of it.
So why are you talking about Sarah and somebody else? See, that's what I said. You have a lot of messed up information here, and you're not wanting to tell the truth. You have some stuff, and you're doing some extra stuff. And you know what, I'm gonna say something. A lot of times people get so messed up and hurt. They're wrongly diagnosed. You all put stuff so you horribly diagnose people just so that they get specific things, and you give them a waiver diagnosis. And then these places like insurance, sometimes they don't treat people, or they order for them. They call them a lost cause. They basically say don't do anything else, and you guys just medicate people until they die because you are being dishonest. I have found very many things of fraud and dishonesty right on this phone call alone. You have yourself been unethical to me. You have been withholding information from me. You have been doing so much, and you even tell me the person who manages the full building. But then when I ask you who is somebody else's manager,
Sarah. I told her name is Sarah.
No, you said that Sarah, only whoever Sarah is. Okay.
Sarah's in the office today.
Okay, but that's not the person who manages every department in that building.
Well, there's every department has their own manager, every one of them, and then there's the president of the company, but I have no idea where he or she is located. I don't know who that is. So I don't know if you want to. I can give you Sarah's voicemail. You can leave a message to Sarah.
I don't have anything to talk to Sarah about. That's not what I told you.
But I can transfer you. I'm going to give you my co-records phone number, okay?
No, I can find my own. Who's the president of the company?
With Just, I believe. And I have no idea where she is, because it could be down in Illinois. She could be in because they merged together, so everything is like that. So I only have to I need to end my conversation because I'm not able to help you anything.
No, how? And I still have questions, and I have a right to call there. You have proven that you have information of mine, and I can call and get my information from you, and you are using. I still ask questions, and I find that you may know more
information you need to get from me.
You are making it seem like you do not have the information that you have, and I'm having to ask you more than one time.
What information do you need from me? And I will get for if I can get it for you, I will get it for you.
What is Lisa's title? What is Lisa's just title?
I don't know exactly the exact title of her. I believe she might be on retiring right now too. So I don't know the answer to all those right now. I don't know. So
Lisa Justice is the president of the company.
I know one of them is retiring. I don't know who's in charge right now for everything. I just know
so you can
who's
get
in charge of me.
on the phone that can tell that information. Don't try to send me to I want to go to the place I want to go to. Not try to send me where you want me to be sent to. I want to talk to I want to talk to. You're not going to find a script or manuscript or anything like that. I want to talk to who I want to talk to. You don't choose where I talk to, and that's another problem that you all have. You don't address me where you want me to. I know what I'm doing. I know who I want to talk to. I did not ask you for the phone number to records. I called to your office. I want answers, so tell me who the president of the company. You can get that accurate information, and I hold on the phone so you get it. You have a job to do, and this is another point right now. So many people are having hard time. You all are not doing your job, and people are out here having a hard time. Too much mess, like poverty and unnecessary sickness and all stuff that people do not have to believe in. And you all are causing people because you are doing this and you are blaming. And this is why some people are being diagnosed with dangerous things like mental illness and stuff like that. You do not have any permission to try to say that I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be calling you about, or that I'm you can say I was rude or whatever, or when I'm calling you, don't want to answer questions that I have and all of that. That's inappropriate. And the phone is on hold. I don't even know the whole time.
So I can have a manager call you.
I told you that I do not want to listen. I told you I'm not talking to Sarah. What is the name of the current president of your company? Do not mention Sarah's name. I'm telling you right now, I'm not talking to Sarah. Don't have Sarah to call me.
I can have Amanda call you.
I asked you a question that you were refusing to answer.
Who's president of the
Gee, I have a name. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. You all are talking real familiar, like, you know what I'm saying?
I know we are asking people that would know.
No, I told you to refer to me as Jasmine Renee Davis. So whoever you talking to in the background, y'all have some extra stuff going on here. That
because I went to ask somebody who the president is. Ma'am, I can't be on this phone much longer than this. I can answer your question.
You were just talking to somebody else can answer it. You're not the only one. You're not the
Ma'am,
only
I
one.
can't answer your question.
You were the only one there, and I heard somebody else talking on the phone.
I've been trying to, I've asked them, and there's a transition of who the presidents are. So right now, we don't know the exact name of the president because he's retired, and there's a new one came in, and nobody can take right offhand. So, ma'am, I can help you out with anything else right now.
Okay, you said that you were the only one there, but I hear somebody
else.
No,
I'm not the only one here. I'm just the one that answers the phone. Pardon?
You said you were the only one there.
No, I am not the only one here. I'm the one that not answers your phone every time you call.
Why?
Because it's just the way it's just the draw, I guess.
Okay, so there's somebody else that I can talk to. But you made it like you're the only one there to answer all phone calls. So
you know, but the people here are all with patients right now.
I can be on hold.
If I can have one of the managers call you if you like.
I went to talk to the person who I asked to talk to. I called to you all.
I answered the phone calls. I answered the phone.
You manage yourself on this call, so I like to talk to someone else that does the same job.
We all do the same job. The same answer.
Put it on the phone too. Put someone else on the phone.
Well, I'm gonna line up right now because
you could just walk out of that office and don't come back. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll talk about you.
I asked to somebody else. So these people don't know who's working at the company. They just out here working and doing any motherfucking thing, and they got people lives in their hands. They just accept anything and anybody knowing that they're not trying to do what. This is showing constantly. This is a problem. Quitting on myself. And if someone does not understand, people work for big businesses, even people at a war, they do stuff like a safe job. They get paid hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars per year to do what I'm doing. Believe that shit. And I do well. I take care of myself. That's why specific. Well, I'm asking, do you know of a doctor by the name of EMOEI SMESESHA?
Okay, which is the last name?
SMESESHA. I don't know if it's a last name, but I know that this is the full name, so I don't know. Because some people just they don't have a specific name. People can name themselves and all kinds of stuff.
What type of doctor?
Supposedly a family practice doctor, but I'm not sure. Really, it's supposed to be like a gynecologist, Yeah, perhaps, but it's not exactly what either a family practice or I won't necessarily call it women health. Okay, so I don't know why you're on the phone. I was talking to someone else. So can you explain how you got onto the phone? I was not told anything about someone to the phone.
What are you calling about?
I just asked you a
I'm not
question.
sure who you were speaking with.
I called to 162-948-5600, and there was someone that answered on switchboard. I was not told that they were I don't know any situation, and I find it to be, unprofessional to be talking to someone. I don't know why you're on the phone. I was not told that you were transferring me. You all are a hospital, and this is a very serious matter, as you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand. I don't know what you are calling in regards to. So how can I help you?
So I'm asking, how did you get on the phone? Why are you talking to me and someone else was talking to me? And I had given them a phone. What's your name?
My name is Hannah. I don't know someone
So
transferred your phone to me.
what department are you in?
This is hospital registration.
Okay, so I did not ask for you when I called. I told the person,
who are you trying to get hold of?
Why would I tell you? What would it have to do with registration?
I'm not sure. I don't know what your conversation was with the switchboard operator. I'm not sure why they transferred your call to me,
Okay, so
but
I
can help. Whatever it is you need.
What do you do in registration?
We register labor delivery patients, and we deal with the inpatient Medicare forms. Is there someone you're looking for? I can transfer your call to a patient room.
I'm smiling. So I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit. I didn't hear what you said. What was that?
Who told you to say it to me?
I'm sorry. Is there something that I can do with your call?
I asked you, why did you say that I'm breaking up? What's the problem? When I say my name, say, so what's I'm actually getting better. I'm growing. I'm not falling apart. I'm not breaking up. If anything, it would be a problem with the bonding communication that you all are having. And I asked you, why would I tell you about me calling to look for someone specifically, and that is not what you do?
Because I can find their room number within the hospital, a patient that you're looking for who's currently admitted, and then I can transfer your phone call to their unit. Is there somebody that you're looking for?
Sure, that's excellent perhaps, but that's not what I call.
Okay, well then how can I help you? What?
You're not the person to answer my calls. What I'm trying to explain to you. So are you, do you want to do a different job? That's your job? Or you want to, because I'm sure you have plenty to do with your own job. So then now you're going to go and do a different job? Can you do that? Is that what you do now there, or what?
Ma'am, I don't know exactly what you need assistance with.
So why are you asking me? I already told you that what you described. Can you tell me again what you do? What's the name of your site?
Do you need to find a patient's room number, or is there somebody else that I need to put you in contact with?
What are you saying? What language are you speaking? What are you really saying? Because I already answered that question. But you asked me that again.
Because it's very hard to hear you. What was your question?
Why is it hard to hear me?
You keep cutting in and out on the phone. So what was the question?
What is your job title?
This is hospital registration. Do you need to put patient's room?
What's your job title, Hannah?
It's a patient service representative.
And what does that mean?
Ma'am, is there something that...
No, okay, don't ask me if you consistent with something. I'm asking you what you do so I can tell you. I have already told you the answer, and now I'm asking. What is it? What does that mean? And I mean it. You all better turn up around there. What is it? What is your job? What does your job? What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
It's customer service. So I'm asking if there's something that I can assist you with today.
So a patient
Is there an issue going
representative. I don't know what terms you mean with that. I don't even know what you're saying with that. But you said a patient service representative.
First line, do you have a billing
What does
problem?
patient first mean? What is that? What is patient first? What is patient first?
Patient first line, that's the number that you can call if you'd like to submit a complaint. Is that what you're looking for?
I would assume that I'm trying to file a complaint.
Because, ma'am, I'm asking you if there's something that I can help you with, but I don't know. What is it?
So you assume it's a complaint.
Today.
But you assume that it's a complaint, though. Because it's a complaint, it has to be a complaint. Why? What impression did you get that you
said it was a serious matter, so if there was something that you needed to report or talk to somebody about?
That is not. I told you that. I said the hospital is a serious place.
Okay. Is there something that I can help you with? Who would you like to
What is it at your job? What do you do at your job? What is it that you're doing at your job? What are you supposed to do at your job? No.
Nothing that you need.
Oh, did I say there was nothing? So now you're gonna ask me all kind of questions over and over after I answer them, and you're gonna keep asking me the same questions over and over again, and I already answered them until you tell me that there's nothing that you do, and I already talked to you. I told you. So now, just you want to stay on the phone with me so much? Tell me what your job is. Since you want to, I'm not here to go through any of that stuff. I'm logical and I'm being mighty proper. Aurora, Advocate Aurora, and Atrium. And I'm talking to you, Hannah.
Yes. My job is a PSR, it's a patient service representative. You get a call directed here if you're looking for a patient or if you need a phone number or billing number. We have different things at the desk along with getting forms within the hospital. So is there something that I can assist you with
specifically? So what department is that you do all those things for? What department specifically?
It's just hospital registration. Anyone who's admitted into the hospital.
For people that are admitted into the hospital. So what does that mean, to be admitted into the hospital?
A patient who is admitted into the hospital who is here staying with the patient as an inpatient. They're admitted into the hospital by a doctor or the ER. That is what it means to be admitted into the hospital. Are you looking for a patient who's admitted here?
So that's what you handle, the people that are admitted into the hospital.
I can find information. If I'm looking for someone admitted, I don't handle the admitted patients. No.
Do you control all information of the hospital and the clinics?
No, I do not.
So what do you control?
nothing. I'm here as a customer service representative.
So what do you do? Do you do things for the whole hospital?
No, ma'am, I'm customer service. So if there's something that I can help you or assist you with.
I had told you more than one time that no, because of what you said that you work in labor and delivery. Is that true?
We register those patients, correct?
Right, and so you're still trying to do what I want. Is that for your own personal good or what? Is it just because you're inquiring and you want something extra? Because I already told you that you constantly are asking the same thing over and over again, and I have already answered those questions. I told you already that I was not looking for someone that was admitted into the hospital. I also told you that I did not even call for you. I didn't even know who you are. I said specific the name right when I called in, and answered the phone, and your name is not who I called for. And everything that you have described has not been any of the direction that I have stated, and that for the meaning of this particular call. What did you say?
My name is Erica. I'm the supervisor of registration here. How can I help you?
Why are you on the phone? So what is this about now?
How can I help you?
No, I asked you, why are you on the phone talking to me?
Did you need any assistance?
Why are you on the phone talking to me? What are you a supervisor of?
Registration.
Of what department?
Registration.
What department is that, though?
Of patient registration. We check on patients.
And who do you register exactly? What kind of patients?
Ma'am, did you need any assistance?
Yeah, I'm asking you questions. I don't need any assistance from you. I'm asking you some questions. Why would you ask me that question?
Okay,
Do you know my name? Do you know my name? Do you know my name?
Okay. Do you want me to?
I asked you a question. Do you know my name?
I do not know your name.
I said my name, and you did check when you first answered the phone, when you were put on the phone. And I didn't even ask to speak with you, though.
Okay, what department can I transfer you to then?
I don't need you to transfer me anywhere, but you all are in, what department are you in? Because you're not even, do you work for the whole hospital?
You work for the hospital, yes, Kenosha Hospital.
Kenosha Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean Kenosha Hospital?
Oh, we're at Kenosha Hospital.
That's not the full name. That is not the name of Aurora. Aurora is not called Kenosha Hospital. And
Okay.
Aurora is more than just one. You need to ask questions. You already on the phone. And so what? What is it? Go ahead. Say it. Oh, let it shine. Let it shine. Say what
Did you need any assistance?
I asked you the name of the business and the company that you are working at. Accurate. Name it accurately.
I am sorry. I don't think that I can assist you today. I'm not
I
sure
never
what
asked for you. I asked you to tell me the name. You said that you are Kenosha Hospital.
Yep, Rural Medical Center Kenosha.
That is not the name of the company.
It is the name
What's
of
the full name of the hospital?
Rural Medical Center Kenosha.
There's no other name. You are being dishonest.
Okay. I am not sure if I can assist you, so I will be hanging up for now. If you need any assistance, please call us
I
back.
never asked to talk to you. So I believe what they're doing is getting multiple reports about me. And this is a serious problem. So the more they have so many bad things to say about me. I don't care what can they say that I did. So horrible or terrible to them. I told them I wanted to speak to a doctor. They're still trying to tell me about a patient, or registration, all kinds of shit, because that's all I could possibly be. Or someone that has a complaint, because that's what they're used to seeing in and out of shit. And they have found, because of the way I speak, that perhaps I'm a black woman. They sit here and they have been judgmental, probably discriminating against, so unethical, so unprofessional, just trying to get information, and then people lost and all kinds of things, asking me questions that they have nothing to do with. I told them that woman is in family practice. I'm going to keep this up because people need to understand. I call and I say, and I have to go through this all the time. And this is what so many people, they got so many complaints. And so of course, people are going to beat my ass because so many people are like, oh, I must say something wrong to their grandmother and their mother and their sister and their wife and their daughter and their brother and father and their, all these people, whatever, at work, and they had a horrible time. But now you see that I've been pretty consistent, and this is how I have always been in these places. I literally was believing in those people. So what the fuck? They get what they want from me, and when I start being more, want to be healthy, and ask questions, and all that stuff, they kick me out. It's a problem. Fuck that. I'm gonna give my answers, and what they doing is buying themselves some goddamn time. I don't care. And shit that they can actually delete. There's nothing they can actually delete. That's why they're trying to delete me. They're trying to get rid of me and drive me the fuck up as something the administrator, not even worried about them. Hello, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Oh, I did call about placing a classified ad, but more specific, what date was that?
That I don't know. Someone just emailed me and said they got your voicemail.
Because I called you in July and left the voicemail as well about classified ads. And so that was the classified ad was from July.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, though. I don't know what you're talking about. Right, you're calling from Racine, Wisconsin for the Journal Times?
Correct.
Yeah, I called the Journal Times back in July. I called,
holy cow.
so I don't know what you're saying, but I called about something else though recently. But when I called, I still want to still put that item in classified. So, but I did not call about the class because every department there is different, right? Classified is something totally different than like an obituary, something like that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I called about classifieds and sent emails about classifieds. I sent emails to at a different date, but I called for classifieds back in like July 2024. And so
I'm so sorry.
you all are getting up at this time, but I was calling about some obituary matters. So, but you weren't the person for that, but I called for classified.
Right. No, I'm not the one that handles the church.
I called and left them a message, so maybe they're gonna call me though, because that's a different matter. But I would like to put some stuff out for classified. So,
Okay.
but
Our classified section is not running in time. Probably won't be for another week or two. Our system went down in the beginning of February, and they're just rebuilding it now.
so what does that
The only
mean?
thing we're able to do is like retail ads.
So someone wants to put like notices in the newspaper. How does that happen?
If it's a legal notice, that's done differently, so they're able to go then. If it's an obituary, obit that, so they're able to put that in. It's just like classifieds, like if you're selling a car or just selling a pet or something like that, then that system is down.
Because I called different departments and also emailed different departments because it was not only classified, it was other departments as well within the Journal Times magazine. But I haven't called Journal Times recently at all though. I haven't I emailed you all though at some point. I can verify the date where I had emailed, no one emailed me back, no one called me. I had wanted to post some notices in mail in the newspaper. I sent you emails about that. But so the classifieds are not even what I'm interested in. And you said that wouldn't even, if I call out, because you all have different phone numbers, right?
Right.
And you were Racine, not Kenosha. So yeah, like, what are you saying?
Racine, Kenosha, Madison, LaCrosse, everything.
So, okay, so, but I didn't call about classifieds, so.
Okay.
So what do you, so somebody, okay. What you say? No, I did not. No, I did not. I didn't say that.
Okay.
But if I did send an email about an obituary, what does that have to do with you? If I call and sent an email about an obituary, what does that have to do with you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I don't know what I'm calling to help you with.
I didn't call you because you do you handle obituaries?
I used to handle obituaries. I don't handle them anymore. That's why I'm wondering if that's why they sent it.
So when did you change that? Because it said that they told you I was calling about classifieds.
Yeah, they just sent me an email that says customer called about classified.
I didn't even say I'm a
Your
classified.
phone number and Jasmine.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I suppose
It doesn't have all that. It's just a Jasmine.
that's another part. I know I said her name. But I not call about. You said that you said they sent you an email?
Yeah.
Can you forward me that email so I can see what it's about?
It doesn't say anything except call Jasmine to place an ad.
And ad means what? Obituary is not an ad.
An obituary is an ad.
It's not an ad.
Different types of ads.
Okay, but it's damn sure not a classified. It's not for classified. So I'm not. So what you saying to me? You know, I let you do all my business. You know, what I'm saying on your own terms. But I'm not looking to sell a body. Okay.
Okay. So
yeah.
What is it that you need done from the newspaper?
So you all are putting stuff out here, and you sell bodies and stuff like that. And I understand that people do that, but that's not me. That's not why I call.
Like, I'm so confused. I don't know what you're talking about.
So I said exactly. So now you go right ahead because it's the verbiage, and I've been here for a while. I'm supposed to know all these things, but you know what? That's not what I called about.
Okay.
So if you all want to see what all I know, you're gonna find out very fast because you're gonna hear the truth every single time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's one thing that people you doing is saying, like you saying now you don't know what I'm talking about now.
If there is something that you need to publish in the newspaper,
I already told you yes, and I promise you know I already.
Okay, what is the ad?
I told you, motherfucking listen. It's an obituary, something that has to do with an obituary.
So you want obituaries, not me.
I told you that from the fucking beginning. I mean every word that I'm saying.
Okay.
You starting to talking to you. I said to your fucking face. I don't care, bitch. Please. And now these people over here trying to like fight me. They trying to have a reason to get me out of here. They trying. I'm not swearing. He trying to get me out. They want to get me out of here. You want to? They want to, and I have not been. I have not been. I have not been. They're trying to find a way to call the police and give me some kind of arrest. He's standing around trying to hear my conversation. These motherfuckers sit here and I'm finding out that bush ass markets and shit, and they're mad. He's gonna tell me swearing. I have not sworn any, but see, when somebody see the upper hand, when I'm here day and through the night at public that's open 24 hours, he's gonna do whatever they can find a way to get me the fuck up out of here. And so they got him fighting me and talking about keep it down. This is a public place. And now that I have said all of these things or whatever the situation is, it is no reason why, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling for a fucking obituary about my dad. And if they don't expect me to get up like this, they got it all messed up. I have told them I'm not calling to talk to them, and they still on the phone doing whatever. I do not care. I'm gonna let them know every time. And then they tell me that I'm not being respectful. So, no, they don't be. They'll be against me every time. No. I'm not going to call you. And then you sitting up here now, you trying to make sense. You know what you're talking about after I already told that I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm not going to be nice about it. Okay, so I'm telling you like this. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. You called my phone. I told you immediately I did not want to talk to you. I told you from the beginning that I called for a bitch. You chose to kind of say phone. You said that you work in the classifieds. And you, I felt that you are being whatever it is to be. And that's what you choose to do. But if I tell you I'm calling about a bitch, and you said you're trying to talk to me and talk about classifieds and tell me that I call and I specifically call for you, yes, I'm upset because this is about a person that has died.
Why would you be upset when I can get you the phone?
No, because I kept telling you, and then you're trying to make it seem like now I'm doing something to cause you to not know what your job is, and then the way that you're talking to me, I found highly inappropriate. If I already told you, and I also asked you to send me a forward me the email as well, and I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to do exactly what I have to do. I don't need nobody bossing me around and trying to entrap me and trying to find a crime that I'm committing. I do not appreciate that. What I'm saying is, I'm talking to you, and it's a problem. I'm in a public place, and I do not appreciate having to constantly tell you you are not the person that I called about. I explained to you that I have called previously, and you all are just now calling me back. But a classified is not the same type of situation as an obituary. So why would they send it to you? You said that you used to be, but why wouldn't you all know what job is who and when and where? And then you said that also the classifieds are not even up and running. So why would they send it to you? I specifically said obituary. So this is a problem. And that's why I was asking you to send that to me, forward me that, because I know I said my full name. I said Jasmine Renee Davis. It does not matter how many people are upset, how many people are mad. I'm gonna tell you because it is inappropriate. Okay, I understand people do this in all kinds of ways, but I am at a place where I can make sure that I keep myself stable. I do not need to fight and tell people. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to get the information from you, and then you start saying other stuff and other things. I was directing what I'm saying. I'm telling you from the beginning. I explained to you. You said that you handle stuff in all different places, and I asked you what obituary is, and you said that you talk about what. ad is an ad or whatever, and I try to explain to you, but for me, an ad means like, you know, a classified or something that I'm advertising.
And for us, an ad is anything we place in a newspaper.
Okay, and so that's why I said to you, and then you explained, and I further tried to tell you that this, I'm not, and I could not place the classified ad. So that's what I was saying. And I asked you to send an email, forward the email about me. I'm asking for the email about me so that I can use it and I can reference it when I do whoever I have to talk to about this matter. Because if somebody is calling for an obituary, they have to go through all this kind of stuff. It's so that's a problem.
Okay, so the email doesn't say anything except for your name and a phone number.
Can you forward me that
No
email?
other information.
So I still don't know why you would be the person to call me.
I don't know. Obituary sent it to me.
Obituary sent it to?
Yes, obituary sent me an email and said to call you.
You said somebody from. Can you please forward me that email?
Yep, give me 1 second.
They are here on another level, and it's a threat now.
What's your email?
JASMINE _ RENEE
RENE. Okay.
DADIS
Okay.
at Outlook. .com. So JASMINE _ RENEE DADIS at Outlook.com.
Okay, I just sent it to you now.
Okay, and so I'm telling you now, I called for an obituary, but they refused my. You said it's called an ad.
Right.
That is very inappropriate to send it to classify. That sounds like fighting words to me. That's a serious problem.
Jasmine an ad for the paper 2505713.
So I called them, specifically called to the number, and they transferred all to you.
They didn't transfer the
Transferred the note to call me, email it to me, and tried to. They tried to tell you to handle it like it's a classified. Who's the person that sent that email?
in the email I sent you.
Okay.
Alone.
Okay, I'm gonna look and see right now.
So Jessica sent it to Sarah, and Sarah sent it to me.
Sarah.
Yeah, she's the middle person.
Okay, let's see here. It says, "Hi there, this belongs to you."
Yep, scroll down some more.
Jasmine wants to place an ad for the Kenosha paper. And then it says that this belongs to you. Saying why, and how is somebody telling you that this belongs to me? And
I don't know. This is
but
all
are these,
so
Jessica Lowman works in obituaries. Sarah Kodidi works
Sarah works at Codified.
But she
Sarah don't
knows
handle Wisconsin. Sarah handles Indiana. I handle Wisconsin. So Sarah automatically seen 262 and thought, oh, this goes to Kenya.
But the person, Jessica Lowman, does work in obituaries.
Yes, Jessica Lowman works in obituaries.
But I left a message specifically saying, and I called the obituary phone number.
Well, if you scroll down a little bit more,
I called
right below
to.
Jessica information,
Can you confirm
there's
the
two phone numbers right there.
Can you confirm the number to call for obituaries?
Give me 1 second. So it looks like that's not right. That's an Indiana number. 1 second here.
And also, can you hold, because I'm gonna step outside, because I do not. I find that it just may be some kind of threat to my humanity, and I want to make sure that that does not happen, because I know that I can talk on the phone where I am, but it seems like it's something that's happened, that's about to go down, like to try to kind of entrap me, and I want to make sure that does not happen. But this is a serious matter, and I was never disrespectful. And I know that I have my civil liberties to speak how I want to speak. But what I'm telling you is, you have to know how severe this is, though. You see what I'm saying? This is a severe matter where somebody from obituaries, where I called to, then sends it over. And I specifically say I called to the obituary number. And they still put it in classifieds. And then I had, like I told you, I called you all and left messages for classifieds back in 2024 and emailed you all in 2024. And then you had said that I had emailed for the obituary, and I tried to tell you, like, no, I didn't email. So I'm wondering, you know what I'm saying? I'm never trying to, you know what I'm saying, be harmful or abusive. But what I'm saying is, I find that someone is really doing some severe stuff and doing some false advertising and trying to, like, sneak diss me. You know what I'm saying? And these people are working together on it. And they know that, you know what I'm saying, I record my phone call. So it's like they trying to use use the airwaves to get a, like, you know what I'm saying, a message across, a point out. Because Kenosha News and all that, it's Lee Enterprises now, right?
Right. Lee Enterprises own them all.
Okay, and so, but you all still have an office in Kenosha, through the Kenosha News, through Lake Geneva and Lake Geneva, and then in Racine, also through the Journal Times, right? It's on, I don't even know what street that is. Probably like, what, third? I don't even know what street that is.
Well, the offices are closed, but we used to have offices there.
Oh, in Racine, you no longer had an office there?
Nope, they're all closed.
The one in Kenosha?
They're all closed to the public.
Oh, they're closed to the public.
Yep, there's only the news reporters in there.
So what about the one in Kenosha?
That's only news reporters.
Because I know that I have walked into the newspaper and placed ads and paid money in the actual building before.
Yeah, we used to do that. We don't do that no more.
So, okay. See, that's I had information that was. So that's what but I know I have called and placed ads over the phone as well. But see, that's why I have mentioned that
you could do that too.
But I have been calling you all, and that's what I was trying to tell you. And so I find, like, why, you know, how can I ever stand up for myself? And instead of so many people, like, trying to boss me around and trying to, you know what I'm saying, gain that attractiveness to them and like, sell me. Like, what good is it going to do for somebody to try to say that I'm being harmful? So that's all I can do, is use my words, because I know that my words are not illegal. But if I went around fighting somebody physically and stuff like that, so all I know any word that I say out my mouth, I know my intentions. I can definitely use my words. I can, but then people will say anything else, you know what I'm saying, to get me arrested and try to say that I'm doing something that I'm not. I'm in a building that echoes anyway.
Okay.
So it's a wide open public space. And I'm talking at a specific tone, but because it's a wide open space like this, it's an echo, so it's like hollow all around, so it sounds like I'm being more loud, especially when someone is literally listening for me to say, like, you know what I'm saying, really trying to cause a problem and say that I'm doing something, you know what I'm saying, inappropriate. And so this is why I'm trying to keep it together. But when I'm hearing stuff like this and I'm trying to do something for my dad, it's a serious problem. But some people never been through what I've been through, so they couldn't possibly understand, because I'm not on drugs or any of that stuff. Hold on, please. I have another call. Hello, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Hello?
Hi, this is the obituary department at the Convention News. How may I help you?
Who are you?
My name is Julie. I'm calling from the obituary department at the Convention News.
Okay.
We were forwarded a message that you had called.
When was that?
Just earlier, a few minutes ago.
Oh, you just got the message a few minutes ago?
Yes, ma'am. How may I help you?
May I ask what tone you're taking with me, please? With this call?
Would you like some information, ma'am?
Oh, why are you talking? That's why I'm asking you, what kind of tone are you taking?
One moment, please. Thank you.
You see this shit? I'm about to go outside right now. Because it's about to go down.
Hi. So with regards to the obituary, the Kenosha News unfortunately does not take our party obituary. So if you would like to place an obituary, you can either do it online on our website, or your funeral home or the cremation service can remit it on behalf of the family.
Wait, can you explain that to me again? I'm gonna step outside. Hold on, I'm gonna step outside. I have a reply to what you said. Your call was not a scheduled call, and you said somebody emailed you just a couple minutes ago about my call.
Correct.
Okay. May I ask your position there? You say you're calling from Kenosha News, but you have an Indiana phone number that you're calling
Right.
from.
I work for the Enterprises. The Enterprises is the parent company of the Kenosha News. I work for another publication that's located in Northwest Indiana. We're about 40 miles east of Chicago.
Okay.
This is where the obituary department is for all of the publications.
Okay.
Are you working with a funeral home, ma'am?
No, so the obituary department also handles if someone puts a memoriam in the paper as well, right?
I do not handle memoriams. It's the person that you spoke with just before I called.
Who is that person?
Classified to handle memoriams.
The classifieds handle memoriams? That is not what I was told.
Let me double check that.
And somebody from from when I called and left a message with somebody, see, that's what I'm saying. No. I'm gonna leave. I don't think I'm tearing nothing, endorsing nothing. I'm keeping my wagon right there, and I'm gonna go outside because I don't want them. They already saying like keep it down, and I'm swearing, and I know who I am. I know my language, and I'm not swearing to these people. I'm not even yelling in here, and I know it might sound like it, but I don't need to be yelled at from anybody, and I don't need any public building to be held over my head. And so I don't want my wagon to touch a door inappropriately and then they call the police and say that I'm doing something wrong, because I'm not. But I have my book bag and I'm walking out of this door, and I know that I have not been loud like that. My phone is here. This is a public place. It's an area where anybody from all walks of life can come in and out of here and do the things that they have to do. What are you trying to get something from me? I was not looking at you. So now I'm being accused of looking at somebody. And it's tons of things all around here. And so this is a problem. Are you looking at me?
I am.
Why?
Because you're looking at me and
I was not looking at you though.
you need help.
I'm standing here not bothering you, and you're like approaching
You've been
me.
bothering us all day.
How did I bother you?
Talking constantly.
So I can't talk in here?
It's bothering me.
Why would it be bothering you?
Loud, it's a disturbance.
So you're saying I'm causing a disturbance in here?
Did I say that?
That's what you said, it's a
I said it's a
disturbance.
disturbance.
So what are you trying to do next?
I'm trying to figure out if I can help.
Are you trying to pick a fight with me or something? I'm not, and that's why I'm begging you not to like call police on me. I'm asking you because I was not.
That's correct.
So I'm not even talking. From my understanding, you are saying you don't want anyone to even talk to you. Is that true?
Not true.
Okay, so that's no. I did not. You know what, sir? I do not have to talk to you. Is there anything else that you want to say to me? So if people can. May I ask a question to you? What sir? What is your name? Okay, don't tell me that. That's fine. You know why? But you work here, right? So people can talk on the phone in here or no?
I didn't say that.
May I talk on the phone in here?
I prefer you were not talking on it constantly
Why?
because it's annoying.
But no, may I talk? Is it illegal to talk on the phone here? Do you have?
I'm not sure.
So what is the problem?
Problem is it's disturbing.
How is it disturbing? I'm standing over here away from this person. There's another person that is working here.
When you were in there talking, it didn't disturb us.
But is it okay if I talk on? Is it illegal to talk on? People coming here all the time.
I never said anything about law.
This is open 24 hours.
It's got nothing to do with legality.
Where do you need help
So
with
if it
directions?
doesn't have legality,
It's just trying to keep.
I did not ask for any of those phone calls to happen like that. And just the
Neither did
way,
we.
but I can also say that maybe you were raising your voice or you're swearing at me,
I never swore.
but I didn't either.
Yes, you did. I heard
You,
you say that.
that's your interpretation of my
It's all on
language.
video.
It is all on video, and it's on my video. I'm recording too.
And if people are disturbing us, we can have them trespass.
Why would you trespass me from
Because they're
here?
disturbing us.
But that's what I'm saying. How could I
We
be?
have a lot of kids coming through here.
Uh-huh.
Families. It's getting
So is that what you're trying to do to me?
I never said that. I
So
said
what
we just
it-
want to have this is a place for tourism, for people that are passing for business reasons.
Uh-huh.
That's the purpose of this building.
Okay, so why are you attacking me on
I'm not
this?
attacking.
Okay, then so do I have to talk to you?
No, you can
Okay, I appreciate the information. But you did say that people can talk on the phone in here.
I never said that.
So people cannot talk on the phone in here.
I'm not the phone police.
So what are you talking about? How can I disturb you because I'm on the
I'm
phone?
just telling you what's happening.
But then you're going to trespass me for doing something that you don't even know if I can do or not. You said you could though.
Yes, that's right.
Why?
I can trespass them, I can trespass them, I can trespass him.
But why?
Yes.
Because what?
Getting in the way of us doing our job.
How? What did I do to get in the way of you doing? Sir, I know my language.
Raise your voice.
This place is echoing.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did I?
You raised your voice enough that you got my attention.
You were standing near me.
I'm doing my job.
And so that's what I said. Anybody can say anything. If I'm wearing a loud shirt,
Not me. You can go outside.
but do you know what swearing means? Do you know the definition of what I said?
I'm not a legal scholar.
So why are you, so you're not a legal scholar, so you're telling me that I'm doing something that you don't know that I did.
That you were making it harder for us to do our jobs.
How is that?
Because of your swearing and raising your voice.
But you don't know what the words that I said
I
meant.
heard the words you said.
But you don't know what they mean.
Because that's not a nice word.
It was not a nice word to you because who told you the definition? But you don't know the definition of what I said. You heard me say something.
I don't want to have to trespass you, but I will if I can.
But why? Do you have orders of trespassing me?
Need help with directions.
You talked to me and said I was looking at you.
Visitors to Wisconsin.
Okay, we'll do that, okay? Appreciate
Can I
it.
help you? Where are you headed?
I don't have to talk to you, right? So can you not? I won't say anything to you. You don't. I'm not saying anything to you, so please then, okay? Okay, I appreciate it. If I have that question, I can ask, okay? I appreciate it. Okay.
No, it's literally people fucking calling this their home and all kinds of stuff. And they do they do all kinds of shit. And he's going to talk about, he's trying to pick a fight with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having it. I'm not going through this shit. People do whatever they want to do up in here. And no. He's saying that he literally standing around trying to listen to my phone conversation. Getting close here, I was looking at him just to start some bullshit with me. I wasn't even fucking looking at him. That's why when I had dropped that bag or whatever, that man tried to pick it up, and I said, no, I don't want you to pick up my stuff. These motherfuckers tried to say that I blew out their lights and everything, but the outlet that I was using was still on. And somebody reported my motherfucking video to prove the evidence. They are mad. Somebody called, they mad than a motherfucker at me because I'm proving this shit and they don't like it. Well, stop bringing this shit, exposing me to all this dumbass shit. That's them exposing me. I didn't go and teach them to do this shit. They're exposing me to the bullshit. And that's why I walked outside, because I already motherfucking know that this shit is getting a little extra on the motherfucking phone. Then he told me, they sit the fuck up there all motherfucking day just sitting there. Just fucking sitting at the desk. And then sometimes they do put magazines or whatever they put in the middle of the thing. How the fuck am I disturbing them? And he gonna talk about he's not a legal scholar and all this different stuff. That motherfucker's picking with me. He probably got a high motherfucking ransom to be on some bullshit with me. I don't care. This shit is out. People know the truth. And I did not bring, because I didn't want a motherfucker to say I was knocking them with my wagon and them, but I have my book bag with me. They can, shit. No. I'm not falling for it. Cause I can say some shit out here, but I'm not trying to hate on nobody else. But motherfucker, don't you dare try to motherfucking be on bullshit with me and want to try to what you gonna trespass me, bitch? Trespass yourself. And then somebody calling me, speaking to me some type of way. No. But I got this. A motherfucker, how you gonna transfer me my call to classifieds from if I call about obituary? This is a huge goddamn problem. No, you can't help me though. No, you can't motherfucking help me. I do not appreciate it. And I don't care how bad these motherfuckers hate me, how I'm interrupting their stuff, and how something that they did a long time ago gonna come back when they probably trying to retire and have a good life and raise clean people. Well, what about me? Motherfuckers threatening to trespass me from places and be all inappropriate to me, want to steal my children, kill my dad, want to take everything that I have away from me, stole my house. What about me? Want to live a clean house? I want to clean my motherfucking shit. I want to be out. I want to do stuff that I want to do in my house. What about me? But they so good because they didn't reach retirement age. Now they don't want this shit to come back because they're not at a job that's gonna cover their motherfucking ass now, huh? So they like so much better than mine. No, you clean up your own mess. And that don't mean kill somebody, because if anything, somebody can do something with their self. Because you don't like what you did. It's not what I did, it's what you did. Check yourself. Shit. Everywhere I gotta go through all kinds of problems. These motherfuckers steady trying to get me on some bullshit to kick me up out of here. Motherfuckers been here for weeks, leaving they shit, calling it they home and every motherfucking thing. Yes, they are. Now, this bitch will be subject to audit. And no, it ain't everybody's fault who come through, but this motherfucker's open 24 hours a day. Don't you dare tell me what the fuck I can and how. Oh, man, please, get the fuck out of here. Gonna say, and then now he gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, play tough, talking about I'm looking at him. I wasn't looking at him. I was making sure I didn't fucking do anything to cross the motherfucker, because I know he was looking for some trouble, walking like, you know what I'm saying? And I say, you looking at me? He gonna say, yeah. The fuck you looking at me for? No, you can't get your motherfucking hands on me. That's why I'm walking the fuck up out of here. I don't have to talk to you. You're not about to force me to fucking talk to you. Punk ass motherfucker. Quick to throw a motherfucker in jail around here. No. Just for any motherfucking thing. I don't appreciate that shit. They just put somebody in jail the other day from over here. How? Just because somebody said what they said. Person called the police and went to jail. The person didn't even tell them that they did something. Somebody else said they did something. The person didn't even say that they did it, and they also got them on that too. So I'm not fucking with these motherfuckers. I don't want them to. None of them talk to me. Not any of them. And when I said that, because somebody came to me and said that they tried to talk to somebody that worked there, and they said that don't talk to nobody, that they don't talk to nobody that been over here or something. And so I asked them, like, you are, so why would I even be saying anything to you and you're not even supposed to be talking to me? Talking about I'm putting work, so that's gonna be in his fucking report. They quick to say that motherfucker said trespass out his mouth. Ain't no motherfucking way he just gonna say. Somebody told this motherfucker he have orders. So why would he go as far as trespassing? For what? I'm on the phone talking about some serious shit, trying to put a fucking ad in the paper for my goddamn dad father, and these bitches fucking with me on every goddamn turn. They got fake motherfucking medical accounts and everything. No telling what the fuck is out here about me. And they been hiding that shit. It ain't shit for them to change the motherfucking date of birth to make it look like mine. They hiding it so I can't access that shit and audit and amend it and change it and hold them motherfuckers accountable. I have the proof. And they ain't gonna, I'm in jail. It's a wrap because this shit is deleted within 30 days and I can't post shit until 2 weeks. I'm not stupid. The motherfuckers sit around here and play with YouTube and all that shit all motherfucking day and see what they can do. Them motherfuckers will try to filter my account and everything. It's that bad and it's that desperate. And I have to urinate, and this motherfucker, he looking for trouble. He asking for something. This motherfucker need a real raise out here. Wisconsin, y'all motherfuckers keep y'all employees so poor that they'll kill somebody to get a little money. That don't make no goddamn sense. God motherfuckers doing your dirty job. Go to the motherfucking president and ask for some real motherfuckers, some people who's trained to do the shit, that got skills enough to know not to just do it to any motherfucking body out here trying to talk on the phone to a fucking punk ass doctor's house, a hospital, and a fucking newspaper. I didn't call none of them old bullshit. Like, I don't have feelings. They literally sit here and sent my call to fucking classifieds and can't even put a classified ad out. They literally transfer my call to people provoking me to anger. This whole shit is a setup. Said you're gonna be upset. No, I'm not gonna get on no motherfucking medicine to handle these motherfuckers. You put your whole building on motherfucking medicine, bitch. The building itself, the fucking actual landmark. Fuck you mean? I have to urinate, and the way I walk up in that bitch, they might say I'm trying to march in on a motherfucker. I do not trust him at all. He's sitting there watching my every motherfucking move. For what? And that's why I recorded. Motherfuckers got they shit on there like the shelves and all that. I try to take my stuff with me. I clean up anything. I don't leave my stuff around, except today I did, because I was not about to risk that motherfucker to say I hit him with my wagon or nothing. Because I already had to urinate. Now, if a motherfucker had to put something in the paper or whatever the situation is, they don't give a fuck. No. And they put in anybody that talk to me at risk and everything. They trying to motherfucking back me into a corner and turn the lights out on my motherfucking ass and harm me constantly. And these motherfuckers got whoever around me. Want me out here in the street so that they can state police me. They can't do it out here. So this motherfucker gonna try to say that I'm disturbing him from doing his job, but then gonna say, I don't know, I don't have it illegal, but I can say it. How the fuck can you just say it, nigga? You on camera saying that. Talking about it's on camera. What could possibly be on camera? It's on camera what? It's on camera you sit up here and trapping me. Shit. Sitting here listening to my call knowing that this motherfucking echo. Motherfuckers screaming anything in the bathroom. You can hear anything. You can hear the toilet flushing in the bathroom. You can hear everything from the dryers, every motherfucking thing. But he gonna be that motherfucking messy to try to say that no, you don't know what the fuck I'm on the phone. Somebody can come in here and charge their phone or whatever. Shit. And then I'll be the one to mess it up for every motherfucking body else. Nah, bitch, I'll be the one to mess it up for whoever that's trying to mess it up for me. Don't have anything to do with anybody else. I try so hard to just keep the proper integrity to satisfy everybody else that I have to deny myself my real motherfucking personhood. I'm not doing that. That was not the word that I wanted to use that they want me to use. So I'm going to talk for real. You're not going to classify my dad's dead body or me and try to kill me. The fuck you mean? Everybody coming out here know where I'm at, trying to look for something. Shit. Fuck that. It's like one time I was on the phone. I don't know what happened. They started playing music or whatever. I was like, I'm going to have to go somewhere else or whatever, or not even talk on my phone. And there's speakers and everything all fucked up. Why don't he fix them goddamn speakers? Shit. And I'm not saying they did it because of me, but shit, I don't know. But I had called. Matter of fact, it was the day that I had called. I believe when I had called, the district attorney started fighting me on the motherfucker. I have all of these motherfuckers. It's a wrap. They're not doing it. I can live my life. And they're not about to throw me in jail. And then I'll be on bail jumping. I'll be all fucked up, man. They got me out here. Basically, it's a trap. Anything I move, these motherfuckers try to control me and put me in sinking sand. No matter what I do, it's over. If they call the police on me, I'm be in jail for however long, and then they're gonna try to force me to get a public defender. I don't have the money for bond or nothing. Then I ain't gonna ever be able to get my son. No, look, man, please, that motherfucker can lead his job too. Straight up. And if I have a complaint about him, they're gonna trespass me. Anything that I say, he need to never talk to me. If he don't talk to everybody that walk in that bitch, he better not say anything to me. He is not my goddamn babysitter or nothing. Talking about I'm disturbing them. Oh, why? Because it's just disturbing them. Bitch, that's not your job to say that I'm disturbing just you. But what does your job say that I can do this in here? So get with your fucking job. The fuck you mean, man? That's all they do is try to motherfucking boss something else that ain't motherfucking theirs. I ain't about to keep talking on motherfuckers that's also irrational that I see have their hopes set on fucking me over. I'm gonna talk to somebody else. That I'm not about to sit up there and have no unnecessary fucking argument with a bitch that's trying to kill me. I'm not talking to you. I'm not stupid. I'm not about to let you just sit up here and whoop my ass. I'm gonna get my information from a motherfucking hopefully in a reliable way. I'm not about to sit here and let you put a gun in your motherfucking hand or whatever it is to fight me. Fuck you. You can hear how to talk, how I really talk, and they gonna hear on that camera. Now they gonna see what the fuck really happened on the goddamn camera, because I have my recording. And so all these Aurora and all the motherfuckers, they can go get charged with motherfucking murder and attempted murder straight up, because I shouldn't have to go through this shit. Kenosha News, Lee Enterprises, I don't know any of them motherfuckers. All of them. Attempted motherfucking murder. This shit ain't, fuck that. It's not over. I don't care. Punk ass motherfuckers want to get on some bullshit with me. If you're not telling all of these other motherfuckers out here, I don't give a fuck how white they are or how black they are. If you're not gonna tell them who call this their home, who store their shit and pack all that shit up in here, like it's shelves and all that goddamn shit, all up behind vending machines and all that shit, don't you dare tell me something about whatever. If that's what you're saying, it is what it is. But I'm here, and I also verified and told the reason before I even motherfucking came here, so you can get off. This place is one place that is open 24 hours a day, and I can come in here. Fuck that. I'm not about to play with these motherfuckers, man. Straight up. I don't have to. They mad because I get my facts straight before I even talk to them motherfuckers. Fuck you. I ain't about to volunteer shit. No. They've been doing this shit too long, and they good at it. And you keep being good at it. And see how far that motherfucking gets you. You're not about to fucking do this no more. They keep robbing the shit out of me over and over again. No. I'm not about to go off and go fucking insane for nobody. And I have to have a bowel movement. I don't trust. It's about to be 4 o'clock. I ain't gonna have to worry about this shit. Straight up. I don't need this dumbass shit. I'm gonna try to hold my urine and my bowel movement till 4 o'clock, because I don't want them to try to say I did something wrong and try to trespass me out of here. Do you know how the fuck it feel when I find out they got some fake ass account with my name on it? Ain't no telling what's up in it. Then they steady like not trying to answer my questions, and I call to like they on bullshit constantly, sending me through, and it's like, what does this have to do with anything? And then they gonna send one thing to class. Like, this shit is adding up, but it ain't adding up appropriately. Shit. I know when I have to, do my stuff. I know how to take care of myself, and when I have to, I have to. I also have to charge my tablet up too. This is bullshit. These motherfuckers trying to fight me constantly. And I'm gonna constantly be on my best behavior. Cause it's one thing when I know a motherfucker trying to fight me, then I be like, oh, okay. But when I be trying and shit like that, but I see that shit be so fake and over the top and so scripted. Ain't no motherfucking way I'ma let some stupid motherfucker do some dumbass shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean stupid like that, but I mean like an actual motherfucker who making it plain that he a murderer. He literally up there trying to act arrogant. Oh, I'm not a legal scholar. What the fuck you talking to? You sitting there staring at me, watching me. I don't have shit to do with you. Nothing. I'm trying to avoid you. When I was on the phone the other day and they sitting there watching my every motherfucking move, why? He was sitting there doing whatever. When I knew that it was going to be some mess, I went into the hallway or whatever and talked on the phone. But I'm going to keep talking. I mind my business, and that's what the fuck it is. And these motherfuckers sit there and watch my Facebook page and all that shit, and they looking for a show. They want to get their name out here, and they try to get me kicked out of every fucking place. People been calling places, telling places that I go to kick me out. Literally, they find out where I am, and they have been calling, asking for me to be kicked out. They did it at a Burger King, and they did it at a Wendy's. During the daytime. I mean, they were open. I was sitting right there, and I was literally told, and then I heard the person talk about it, reporting what's on my Facebook page. People are literally stalking me and abusing me and have hate crimes against me. I don't appreciate that. I know I should have brought my motherfucking generator out here. I was trying to get the fuck up right before they get some bullshit. Gonna tell me I was swearing. He heard me. I said some bad words. Why? Just because you keeping up? Why are you eavesdropping in my conversation? So you gathered that you didn't like the direction that my call was in, and that you found I was supposed to say some bad words. But then how are you sitting here trying to accumulate and summarize and motherfucking jump to conclusions on my phone call, and you have no reason to butt in my information or eavesdrop and intrude on my conversation, and then you're gonna find that you're gonna tell me the definition of my words, and then you're gonna say I'm causing a disturbance and use those kind of words, and then you're gonna also say, well, no, I mean, it's not about the place, it's about what you're doing to me. Okay, but what about the rules of what can happen up in here? That shit is motherfucking personal, and I know that. That's why when it's I go outside. I was outside yesterday as long as I could. It get cold, and I am bleeding. So you know what I'm saying. I'm literally pouring out blood of my body. My food, all that shit is up in there open. I had to throw away my food. It's just some constant bullshit. And that's why I show how other motherfuckers sit up there and just leave they shit and they out there. So don't say shit to me at all. Nothing about anything, because I'm not breaking no motherfucking rules up in here. They find just me of all people they want to be on some bullshit with. And it'd be cold in that motherfucking hallway too. Shit, my hands were getting cold. I was like, okay. And that's why a lot of times I'd be calling about maybe 3 o'clock or something like that. Shit. Do not give a fuck. And that's why that woman came up to me talking about they trying to kick me out. They gonna kick me out and she know it. See how motherfuckers do people. I wonder how many black people or how many people this happened to. and see if I'm trying to watch them or whatever. Shit, I want to watch who I'm looking at. Who looking at me? Shit. Oh, motherfucker, sit up there and want to be on some bullshit. I'm not about to be out here like I'm stalking them and giving them. Now this motherfucker, he didn't entered into my motherfucking situation trying to like demystify me. And now I gotta watch my mouth. I'm outside though. I'm not talking to anybody. And that's why I made it clear. I am on my phone. And I can be on my phone. They cannot tell me who to talk to on my phone and how to talk on my phone. I am a woman. I'm infinity. They cannot tell me who to talk to on my phone and all that. No, they cannot. And it does not matter how many motherfucking reports that they try to say or whatever. If they're happen to walk by me and I'm outside and I'm talking, they cannot report me and say, oh, they heard me talking some shit. Them people will be quick to throw somebody a motherfucker. I seen it with my own eyes. And then I don't have no statement for you. I had to literally tell them, I promise I did not see that, for them to walk away from me. I'm not getting in that shit. You can't use, because if a motherfucker would have used my phone, I probably would have went to jail that night and been up in that shit. That's why I told them, no, I don't want nobody talking to me. Because I don't want them to be dishonest and try to say that I'm doing something. I know how I can sing loud and everything. I know who I am. I'm not even talking loud like that. I'm literally crying, like having a fucking problem. These motherfuckers are dishonest and then put all kind of fake ass appointments and shit on my account. But they didn't. One thing that they left out was that motherfucking dismissal letter, because they know motherfucking well that woman sit up here and or whoever that doctor was sit up there and motherfucking committed a serious ass crime, kicked me out, but still looking all at my privates and examining me and looking and seeing what my stuff looked like. She had no right to do that. And I don't care. I tell her to her face, and that's why I'm calling, because somebody gonna have to tell me. And they always have them motherfuckers come and do their damage and move the fuck around. It seems like they do it all the time on my cases. None of them stick around. They make their reports, and that's probably all they hire for, is just to constantly put some shit on me. Constantly put some kind of form of abuse on me, and then they leave. Because they have stolen so much. They have taken people's houses and cars. That means that's stuff for, man, 100 generations. Man, that shit can be around forever in somebody's name. That they are in trouble. That's land that they cannot take, and they force it and they stealing it. No, you cannot do that. And that's why they try to make people sick, and they get in these schools and school to prison pipeline. They take over the children and all that shit. Some people come here from different states. They can't fuck with them. They haven't been able to fuck with their generation, but they get their kids and grandchildren, nieces and nephews, and whoever they can get. They take their friends and turn their friends against them. They do all kinds of shit. They get them in these organizations. They try to say that they mentally ill and all kinds of stuff. This is why I'm recording 24 hours a motherfucking day around this bitch. I pay that motherfucking $35 phone bill, and also that motherfucking $15 tablet bill. Shit. It was $70, and I'm like, that $70 means something. Shit. Fuck that, because I can always take that tablet off. But I want to have more than one device so that I could be able to access the internet to post. But this shit, every time they do some bullshit with me, it be like that. Like, they report my page, something happened where they try to shut my page down, and then it be some police ass shit that happened, like trespassing, I'm causing a disturbance. In a natural place where somebody say, oh, it sounds like you're having some trouble here. Sorry to hear that. Now keep it down, you're swearing. You don't talk to people like that. If anything, I'd rather you say, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sure, you're having a fucking awful time. Oh, shit, I overheard it. This some fucked up shit. But you gonna tell me, keep it down. That I'm swearing, no swearing, disrespectful. How? And talking about, and then they brought up kids. He had to say, where the fuck did I see? No. They do. They keep on trying to make it seem like they keep bringing children up. It was no children in that building when I was talking on the phone, when I found out that they falsified my medical records and committing fraud and got a fake account also on my name and trying to transfer me to all kinds of stuff. I don't know what they mean. They transfer me to labor and delivery. And it's for people that are actually admitted into the hospital. And that's also a motherfucking problem because the motherfuckers did me wrong when I was in the world pregnant with my daughter. Induced my labor, broke my water bag. They did not. They hurried me through that whole process, and I had a house. My dad, I didn't have to sit up in that motherfucking hospital. So why did you rush? I had food, everything. I wasn't on no motherfucking Oh, you know what? I did get some food stamps, but I didn't have to be on food stamps. I let a motherfucker tell me, like, food stamps supposed to be okay. Just because somebody pregnant or 18 or something like that does not mean that they should be on food stamps. But I didn't know any better, and I knew that my dad wasn't getting food stamps. I knew my mom wasn't getting food stamps. But I listen to these stupid ass motherfuckers, man. They play me. They all trick me. They all want to disqualify me and get me out the way. And them same motherfuckers fight me and had the nerve to try to act like that I'm some relation to them. That's okay. They ass don't want to be in trouble. And you know what? A motherfucker don't even be out here bad talking shit. I don't even be trying to get nobody in trouble. That's another thing. I don't even be trying. It's 3:31. I don't even be trying to get these people in trouble. Shit. I got it. I can't. I'm gonna stay on this phone though. Somebody trying to put something like this in the paper, and I'm going through this. This is a serious. I don't know if people realize how serious this stuff is. This is not the normal that I'm looking for. This is abusive. And you know what else it is? It's a violation to the grieving process. It's a violation to mourning. It's a violation to my hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many legacy things and all kinds of things that these people are doing in violation of me. No, but I gotta prove these motherfuckers. No. But I have so much more that I want to do with my life and with myself than sit here and go through all this stuff. I live every day of my life happy. And these motherfuckers sit up there and they angry about me. They hate on me. They trying to do something bad to me. I ain't busting no windows around here, so don't even try it. I'm not going to let them set up no motherfucking crime scene, so I'm mentioning it now. They bullying the shit out of Facebook and all this different stuff. It's inappropriate. No. The motherfuckers sit there. I'm not beating on that motherfucking machine now to get my shit up. They not gonna say I did tamper with their shit. They can keep that motherfucking cheap ass